When all the world's cold, pull up a chair. When it gets rough out there, come have a beer. There will be bands with laughs, there will be news with views. We do it all for you. Watch AAA. You need distraction. Bring all your friends. Drop some donations. Stay till the end, where we all know your name. AAA. When all the shit gets old, come hang around. When you can't take the load, come put it down. There will be bands with laughs, there will be news with views. All of your friends here too at AAA. All of your friends here too, AAA. All of your friends here too, AAA. All of your friends here too, AAA.
Oh, Christ. Hello and welcome to the AAA meeting where one of the A's means ampersand, and it's Monday, my dudes. My God, does that feel good to say again. Which means your host is your favourite Drunken Uncle. It's me, Drunken Uncle, and I'm joined as always. Yeah, right, shush.
Right.
Right. And I'm joined, as always, by my colonial co-host and collaborator, Peter the Dub. Is Polly Dub?
Yo, shut up.
And I fucked it. We've got Sam's joining us.
That's the illustrious intro. Nice.
Right. Okay. So here's what was happening. Right, like Polly, I'm gonna do you a solid, and I'm gonna let you sit in Sinatra's chair. Right.
Wow. There's like an ass divot here. It's so deep.
Yeah, in wicker. You would have thought that was possible, would you? But no, yeah, it's right there. Yeah, so we got because Sinatra is currently on the road coming back from the old inflamed gentleman. So we've enlisted the Frenchman, which is why there is a Frenchman appearing eagerly through the window with a kind of smouldering charm. Sam, how you doing?
Oh. I'm not too bad, Drunkle. You made me far too beautiful, man. I'm not that good looking.
I literally, as the fucking intro was playing, I was like, right, AI generate, quick. And I just went, apparently, a lot of the fucking places don't allow you to type in stereotypical French guy. It's the stereotypical part that they have a problem with. So I just went, French guy. I'm gonna make you a little bit smaller there, so you won't.
And they came out with well, he's gay. He looks gay. Like this.
Oh, he's clearly gay, Polly. Yeah. 100% right there. Sam, how you been chowing down on that French dick?
You know what? It's been a little short. I'm not gonna lie. A little short.
Which one?
Though.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean it's all about girth.
Oh, only the one. I mean, I might be French, but I'm not a slut.
You want something like baguette sized?
I mean, ideally, yeah.
Yeah, or maybe like a croissant.
Look, if it curves a little to the left, that's perfectly fine.
Why is it always the left?
I don't know.
Most men dress to the left.
Do you think
That
that's
is a
what it
good
is?
point.
Sometimes I dress to the right, for a treat.
I remember reading that and I was like, I guess. I mean, if you asked me which, what do you dress to? I'd be like, I don't know. I'd have to like check during the day, I guess.
Well, you could just like, at the time, just go, which way is my dick facing? Like, as someone asks you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So, which way do you usually dress? Well, I don't really, I don't know. I pull up my boxers, pull up my pants. Like, I don't know. It's just wherever.
I let the penis decide.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really try and make it happen one way or the other, if you know what I mean.
You heard it here first, folks. The penis, it is a stylistic compass.
Do you think maybe it's like, it's got something to do with the Earth's rotation?
No.
Well, so like
just
in the
straight in
northern
there.
hemisphere.
No
we dress
discussion.
Clockwise.
Yes, thank you, Sam. Right, someone who's actually entertaining my fuckery right there. Yeah. I mean, have you tried like sleeping, facing a different way? Maybe. You see
That's what
if
I mean. Like, it's
your
like
penis-
the rotation of the Earth. Now, which side you sleep on, I'd buy that much more readily.
Well, if you sleep on your back, I love sleeping on my back.
Well, clearly you're leaning one side or the other a little bit. One cheek's tucked ever so slightly.
You
and
wouldn't get
to
away
one
with
side.
it here. You shouldn't.
We're talking
get
several
away with it
degrees
at
here,
home.
not much.
I
But
mean,
that's
are
enough
you
to,
suggesting that my bed is ever so slightly slanted? Sir, this is IKEA's finest furniture. Well, how dare you?
Well, that's an interesting suggestion. I never considered that it was the bed. You
Can't-
yourself are perfectly level. The bed is off. Maybe.
Of course I'm
Well,
perfectly
you can't
level.
You
Yeah,
can't have a slanted bed. That would
You
be
can't have a
dangerous.
slanted bed. You're going to
already.
fall out. Ever so
couldn't post-
slowly.
You couldn't post Secret Service on a slanted bed. It would be a real risk.
By suggesting that I am sleeping anything but perfectly level here, Polly, you are suggesting that I have one butt cheek bigger than the other.
No, one might just be, right arm, left arm. I'm right-handed, so my right arm is, more defined, muscularity
Dominant, yeah,
wise,
no, of course,
and that
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
thing. Like,
yeah.
if you're right-handed, you're right-footed, which, arguably your right cheek could be more built.
Right, but here's the thing. I am left-handed. I'm left side dominant, and yet my penis curves.
Hey yo, invest in stonks.
Fuck it,
gamers.
Polly.
Alright, no,
Double south.
just wait for my fucking time.
Yeah.
To the dubs. It's Polly Dubs.
Bitch, let me have it.
That's me.
Why do you keep screaming, bro?
If they were down
Oh,
to
wait.
dominance of the butt cheek, our penises would be, there would be a lot to choose from when it comes to, the range of directions that our penis would lean in. But I'm left side dominant, and yet my penis is also facing to the left, just the same. Sam, you're a lefty? Not left-handed,
I
left.
can't say I've honestly given it much thought.
Not left-handed, but left-cocked.
Yeah, I think I'm left cocked.
Yeah.
probably.
See, it's always the left. So we need science to look into this. And before we get into that, it was you telling Steve Dave for $1.69. And this is before the show started. He said the only thing more comfortable than a bed of dog food bags, okay, is the bodies of dipshits who don't smash the like button. Fix the ratio, or I'ma bury you in these bags I'm stocking. Ass hats. Guys, it's true. I've seen the bags. The guy, he means business. He doesn't even have a dog. But that is a chat got berated for the like ratio right there. We also had right there, host is late, and that was me. So we're just going to go ahead and give that a little go right there as well. That is our bingo card for now, guys. We're looking pretty fucking good.
Where are we, John boy? If I had to guess,
Yeah.
I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
Now, what I want to do here, Polly, is I want to do unexplained absence from a host, because although I had it explained to me, the chat haven't had it. Sinatra didn't tell the chat. He didn't send out a tweet saying I'm not going to be there today. So, I mean, I'm the only... He didn't even tell you, did he? He texted me.
No.
I'm the only one
No, I
privy to
didn't.
this information.
I found out from you. Yeah.
You found out from me, just like all news should be. You get it here on the AAA, in the words of Pinky Salmon.
Bubble.
So if
See,
we
I didn't
get-
have my OBS.
I
I
know.
did have my
I
OBS
know,
up,
it's-
but not on the right scene, so
Right.
nothing was coming through. Now it is. Okay, but go ahead. We'll
I know
get
it's
back to
because
the
I
story.
would just fall quiet, and Sam doesn't know what's going on, but you should.
Well, yeah, like I said, I had OBS up. I wasn't errant, but I just didn't have the right scene. So,
I've got all your links saved over. I'll keep a hold of all of them.
Oh,
There you go.
really? Oh, my God, he's
Oh,
so
yeah.
fucking French. So what we need is...
Articulate uncle is professional. It's true.
Oh, don't call him that. It makes me feel... It makes me feel
Complete
less
sin,
good.
man. That was the naming right there.
Uncle, you got to remember, man. I'm like an organised gigolo. I come prepared.
I feel less gooder when you say that. So all we need today is an awful pun and a fucking massive donation, and you know what happens when we get there, guys. Everybody gets laid, probably by the peeking Frenchman through the window. So, hang on, before I get to Polly, it was Lady Monoceros for the big 25. Good to see you, Lady Monoceros. She says, if I scream again at the end of this stream, are you going to host Wednesday's stream too? Will it work consecutively like that? You see, what she's referred to here, guys, is we didn't have AAA on Wednesday because Polly had some technical difficulties, which made him unable to bring the stream to your delightful little ear holes. And of course, on Friday, Sinatra was enjoying the last days of the old Afflamed Gentleman Festival. So I went, all right, well, Friday, I'll put a little something together, and I did, and it was great, right? But that means also that this is the 4th AAA meeting in a row hosted by your favourite Drunken Uncle. That's me! That's 4 in a row!
Secretly, the AAA stress test organized by Sinatra and myself. If you're still here, yeah, you're down.
You're one of the good ones. AAA stress test. I love that. So, Lady would also screaming again. Would that mean I get to host Wednesday's stream too? I'll tell you what, Lady Monoceros, if you throw $25 million, then me and Polly, I'm sure we can sort something out. Which way?
Let me nail these. Pete to the Dub, thank you very much for the $2. It's Polydub, actually. He's here. I'm actually here, like a missing black father. Hey! I went for milk and cigarettes, and I couldn't find them.
Scratches.
I'll get
Some
back
scratches.
eventually. Yeah, it's only been 5 years. I'll get back. It's fine.
I guess he won.
Yeah. And Lady Monoceros, thank you very much for the big $25. And I missed because I didn't have my OBS up on the right screen, so I'm going to hit it again. Yay!
Hey yo, invest in stonks, gamers. Alright, now just wait for my fucking time.
E to the dubs. It's Polly Dub.
Bitch, let me have it.
Oh, this doesn't go together.
Screaming, bro. Baby, this is heaven.
Did that work?
No, it did. Why are you screaming, bro? And I was hoping to hear the at the end come in. That would have worked.
We could time it just right.
Yeah, I should do a special like director's cut of that with the background.
When do you want me to hit replay? If you hit replay, we'll try and get the fucking. Why'd you keep screaming, bro?
you need to have that cut particularly. My timing ain't nearly.
We'll try.
it.
Go on, hit it again. We'll give it a go.
Well, they got to be pretty much hit the same time. It's that long before they get to the same cue, right? So in
Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Hey yo, invest in stonks, gamers. Alright, now just wait for my fucking time.
E to the dubs. It's Polly Dub.
Bitch, let me have it. I'm that savage. Why do you keep screaming, bro? Baby, this is heaven.
Not bad.
Close. It was
Not
real.
bad, right? Yeah, but I think if I just go a little bit later, one more time. If I just go a little bit later, right? So you go on the count of 3. You go 3, 2, 1, go. You hit on go, right?
All right.
Okay,
3,
ready?
2, 1. Okay, hold on. 3, 2. Stop it.
I'm just really nervous.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hey yo, invest in stonks, gamers. Alright, now just wait for my fucking time.
E to the dubs. It's Polly Dub.
Bitch, let me have it. I'm that savage. Why do you keep screaming, bro? Baby, this is heaven.
Yes! Yeah, we did it! Best show ever!
And Lady Monoceros, you created the situation under which we could actually pull off notification unity? I don't know. Harmony? Yeah, let's go with that.
There was definitely harmony there. Yeah, there was.
For the big 25 says, welcome back from illness life. Well, I'm not completely back yet, but I'm here well enough to be here with bells on. So thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. And no, to the question, no, the stress test is over. We can only push the most robust among you so far. No, Wednesday I'll be hosting the stream. And it's going to be a big one. It's going to be a fun one.
It's going to be a great one, Paul. It's going to be a great one.
Yeah, I've got shit set up for it already.
Balls.
And new donations will be ready for that, including, I'm pretty sure, a new big $25 redo one. So, the one that I've just been hitting over again. The $25 ones are always special ones for all of us, I think. We got
Hell yeah.
unique donations at that big 2.5, so I wanted something special to come in there. Sam knows the one I'm talking about. He's seen it in its development, and it's been,
I'm looking forward to it.
It's painful editing, but whatever. 18 separate clips from 18 separate movies. It's taken a while to pull them all together.
Woof! Bloody hell! That's a lot more effort than I put in. I got a John.
I know. I
Goodman
set
donut.
the sights too high, but
You do a little. Yeah, the bar is.
I charted
mean,
the course. I got to see it through. That's all there is to it.
That's the way it is, buddy. And I appreciate that. You set yourself a target. You take your time. You get the job done. I've been on working on a John Goodman donation, as we love a bit of John Goodman. And as I finished it, I realised that because I was ripping it straight from YouTube, that one of the little fucking corner notifications pops up about halfway through, and I was like, oh god, I got to go all the way back now and do it again. And that's the kind of thing that only I would notice as well. But the thing is, I fucking notice it, and I'm not going to give you guys a donation that I'm not fucking proud of. So back to formula. It was which way my dick facing for $12. No message. Thank you very much. Which way my dick facing? Zira through $5 said, no hoy, Drunkle. That's me! A gay porn star went to a construction site. That's not me. He was confused in that the job request required experience in laying cork. Don't laugh at that, Sam.
Yeah, you encourage.
See, I can hear it in the
No,
American
no.
accent that
Should I do it in American? Okay, so a gay porn star went to a construction site. He was confused that the job request required experience in laying cock.
Now I got to hear about my southern accent being terrible all the time. That was awful. That was just.
I didn't pick a state. I just went America.
Yeah, I'm aware. That was the most insulting thing of all.
Okay, right. A gay porn star went to a construction site. He was confused in that the job request required experience in laying cock.
What was that? New Jersey?
I guess.
It's like weak Sopranos, Goodfellas. What was that?
A gay porn star went to a construction site. He was confused in that the job request required experience in laying cock.
Non-specific yokel. Got it. Okay.
That kind of worked, to be fair.
No, I have a West Virginia twang accent that's probably about on the same level of quality as what you just did, so I hear you.
Joshua Montgomery says, I love Drunkle's American accents. Thank you, Josh! A gay porn star went to a construction site. He was confused in that the job request required experience in laying cock. I've been watching a lot of True Blood.
I'd like
Thank
to
you,
see Sam
Zara.
read his donations out in French. I want to see what happens with the closed captions, the auto closed captions that YouTube generates. So they really fuck with the programming. So
I
they'll
just
say,
don't-
wait, is this French? It's like, yeah, it is algorithm.
I
Deal
don't know
with
how I
that.
feel about French being spoken on my channel, though. Like, I don't...
That
I
is
don't
quite
know.
likely to,
What? Start another war?
We've warred over less.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, we have.
Scallops.
I was about to
excuse-
say, man, the last scallop war didn't go far enough as far as I'm concerned.
And it was Steve Dave's bullshit reasons for 450, and the singing Tico Bird says, you see, Drunkle, putting pants on goes back to the Roman Empire. Your offhand, often left, held in the shield in warfare, and we all know they treasured an impenetrable defense to beat massive offenses. So you tell it because
Pants
of the...
in the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
Pants.
No, think about it though. That could be an evolutionary thing right there.
Actually, I
if
mean-
it bends to the left, it tucks behind the shield, right?
All right.
So men that bend to the right there, they
Yeah.
might lose the penis.
CTP,
Less
thank you for
likely
the
to
$2. Who simply asked,
Phalanx
why
will never
French?
work.
Why French? Because Sam speaks fluent French. It's
Being
his first
French.
language.
It's one of those
I mean,
things that-
yes, he is articulate drunkle, but like that's our articulate uncle. But don't let the fact that Sam speaks better English than either drunkle or myself fool you. His native tongue is actually French. Okay.
I resent this. I don't know if he speaks a bit
Look,
better.
I paid This is the difference between like private education and public education, I guess. I put a lot of money for this accent.
That's it. I feel, it's after meeting Sam that I realized my statement of schoolboy English, like really, boarding school English. I felt a lot better saying that. It's like, see, it's a thing. Look, like this guy speaks better than all of us. Come on.
I don't know if he does. I mean, obviously, this is an act. I'm a lot smarter IRL than I am, online. I've got a degree, Sam. Polly, I've got a degree.
Yeah, but in theater.
Yeah, which is where you learn to pretend.
Pretend to have an education.
Pretend to not have an education. I know lots of words. Proposal.
Nice.
I know about 147 words. Give or take.
That's pretty good for a foreigner.
It's not bad, is it?
better
than most imports. Let's be fair.
I remember these reports coming out of this one thing. It's these inmates. It was a penology report. Had a working vocabulary of around 300 words, and I was like, that seems low, but that's also just a very high number overall. How many words do you really need? And I don't know, what trying to get through a day with a 300-word vocabulary would be like. Would I have much of a problem?
It's true. Yeah.
Like, could you get? I mean, you'd be able to get a lot of points across with just like non-verbal utterances, like
just pointing at things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Draw
grunts
a picture.
and chin juts and nods and frowns and shaking of heads. Yeah,
That's why
we as men could do it.
That's why I can't stand Eskimos. I'll fucking hate them. Right? They've got over fucking 200 words for snow. Oh, have they? I don't give a shit. I got one word, snow. Right? It gets it across. Done.
Have you ever talked to someone from Washington State? They got 300 words for rain. I don't blame the Eskimos for having
Name
a bunch of
6.
words for snow. Downpour,
Right.
downfall, spritz, drizzle, and sheets.
Okay, that's 5.
Oh, rain, straight up rain.
Yeah,
and,
okay. I'm satisfied, yeah.
And a fish, cod.
You went for the cod?
Yeah, I went for the cod.
Yeah, the working
I
man's
think they got
fish.
cod there. That's why I went for that.
Why would they not have cod? It's I mean, everywhere's got
region.
cod.
No, that's not true. You don't have
The
Atlantic
cod
lobster in the
region.
Pacific. You don't.
But I mean, no. But the cod isn't. It's
There's
just
no
cod.
North American Atlantic homard over there in France.
The thing, what you're doing here is your qualifier here is North Atlantic. So no, of course not. But it's not. You don't have a Pacific cod. You don't have a specific cod. You just have cod.
That's not. Are you trying to tell me the cod's separated by like 2 continents and God knows how many fucking millions of years of evolution aren't separate cods at this point? Come on.
No, it's just cod.
I mean, especially with the price of plane tickets these days.
Right? Have you ever seen the price to get through the Panama Canal? Fuck, that place is just going to go under, man.
Yeah, but cod go free.
Cod don't get through the Panama Canal free. Have you ever seen that system? Fuck, they're charging more
telling
and
me
more
there's
money to less and less people. It just eventually, not even the cod fucking shipping lanes will be open.
You're telling me there's an underwater toll system for fish in the Panama Canal?
Well, there's no things like underwater. Like the whole thing is like under their command with this series of baffles and whatnot. Do you know how that place works?
No.
They have
That's American ingenuity. Go down there, colonize the place, dig a hole through it, bust right through the fucking land that they don't own, and say, "Well, this is ours. We're going to charge money here now." It's the American way.
How come that bit don't float away then?
What you mean, one continent or the other?
Yeah.
Well, they're kind of attached to this thing called a tectonic plate,
Yeah.
which is pretty solidly based, so to
Right.
speak.
Oh, well, okay, right.
Yeah,
It's
tectonics are based, man.
right wingers, yeah.
CTP, thank you for the $2. I'm not a fan of Arabic or Farsi. Both made words out of khlemkhaching. They did. It's true. And they sound Hebrew with none of the delightful words that we want to borrow. Think of all the Yiddish and Hebrew terms that we borrow and are of high amount of use.
I always found Hebrew sounds very Welsh, and Welsh sounds very Hebrew. It's just any language which causes you to bring up phlegm automatically
I'm
sounds
not.
the
Yeah,
same.
I ain't down the phlegm. The phlegm's for real. But the usefulness of the terms, you've got to give it to Yiddish, especially schlep, kosher,
Mensch.
What else? Mensch. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saying that in Britain
mark
is
in the mind.
very confusing, you know. Like someone will pull me apart, I go, "Oh, thanks, mate, you're a true mensch," and they go, "The fuck did you just say to me?" Like, no, it's a good thing. It's
People don't know that term, mensch?
No, we don't have a massive amount of Jews over here.
Oh, funny.
Oh, I seriously didn't think it was that way. I thought there was a fair-sized Jewish population and had been for quite some time.
Well, not like in
Not anymore.
comparison to the USA
right, yeah.
and
Apparently you haven't been
Israel,
following
like-
recent trends, Polly.
We have some, but I'm just like in Derby. Like, I don't think I've ever seen one. I have a friend who's recently converted to Judaism. Does that count?
Depends on how orthodox.
Depends who you ask.
Yeah, exactly. That's a bad joke.
Don't I-
So, yeah, but still.
There is one Farsi word that I think we can all agree is quite a good one. It makes itself known in British English, shufti.
I've never heard that word before in my life.
What does that mean?
You'd never gone to have a shufti.
Of course, I know what shufti. Yes, I'm a shufti. Of course, I don't.
We
I
have
don't think
shuftis
that's...
in Britain, Drunken.
Oh, don't you fuck it. I don't see shufti as being Yiddish or Hebrew or
No, it's
whatever the Jews
it's
speak.
Farsi.
Just because it begins with sh. You can't say like that fucking Israel invented shushing. Right?
Well,
There's a joke here about
Cheshire
censorship,
Smurf,
but-
right? Is schmuck
Yeah, right.
Yiddish?
It sounds it because it's the SCH.
Oh, and shyster? I mean, schmear, good one.
The body is round.
Cameron Verlaine, thank you for the 825. Panama might not float away, but will Guam flip over? If the military continues to have all their stations on one side, maybe it is. Godspeed, little fellas. Only if the U.S. military continues to station all of its forces on one side. If they balance it, like a good democratic government would have them do, then
Maybe that's why our dicks go to the left.
I wonder, like, anyone recorded long enough is going to say something retardedly stupid in terms of facts. Not just like screw something up or mispronounce a word or whatever the fuck, but like that guy, an island's going to flip over. I don't think I'm capable of going that full retard on misunderstanding how the world works.
I've seen it with icebergs.
In what sense? What did someone screw up there?
No, they flipped over.
Oh yeah, but they actually
Yeah.
can though. We're talking about an island flipping over. It's the top of a fucking mountain that's just mostly covered by water, and this fucking artard didn't get it.
I don't know if I think you've offended a lot of people out there by describing islands as mountains that are mostly covered with water. I don't know how I feel about that.
That it was
Yeah,
a
imagine the
statement full of
Australians.
accuracy? What the fuck is the problem?
I thought, mate, it's 2024. Accuracy, it don't fucking matter no more. Right, let's check the bingo card real quick.
Hold on,
Donations
retired veteran.
played at the same time. No, 'cause
Retired
that
veteran
happened
Shell
ages ago.
Shock. Thank you for the $11 and the Otter Marines. Why do you think we stopped at Cancun? Me and the wife didn't want to pay the Otter tax going through the Panama. With all the shit happening in Venezuela, she understood why we didn't vacation there. That's, strategic planning your vacation is a good idea. Avoid Colombia. Good people, bad government.
Great drugs.
Well, not like it
It's
used
the
to be.
standard, though, isn't it? It's Colombian standard cocaine. It's the yardstick by which we measure our Class A drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, people are busy. What do you have against El Salvador? I'm like, nothing. Have you ever had El Salvadorian food? It's like Mexican food. None of the annoying fucking cilantro on every fucking thing. It's delicious. El Salvadorian food's great. The people with unfiltered mass immigration with no control whatsoever. That's the bad part of El Salvador.
Sam,
The people are
cilantro
wonderful.
is coriander.
Yeah.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
leafy
making
bit
sure.
rather than
Yeah.
the
'Cause you're outnumbered here.
soapy leaf. Yeah.
You're outnumbered here, Polly. You got two Europeans and
That what?
and one American. You know, this is like it's a waiting room in an airport.
What do you think we mean by American exceptionalism? We're outnumbered in the world, and we still control the world culturally, intellectually, militarily,
We've got the right
business-wise.
nationalities here.
It's always been this way.
We've got the right nationalities here to reenact the American War for Independence.
That's right. So Sam gets
Let's
on
do
my
it.
side, and we fuck Drunkle right up.
I don't have any jackets that are red. Is that going to matter?
Not really. If
No?
we get a German in here, we can actually reenact it. We'll fuck them up, and then you take the blame.
I mean, I didn't even want the French in here. I definitely don't want the fucking Germans in here as well. All right, bigger cut. Right, so we had donations playing at the same time. That was fucking awesome. We also had. Did you have snow? Did you have snow in Britain as well? So I can't remember what you said, but it was. Do you have and that actually happened. I'm not. Look, has anyone seen Alan? By the way, we've not seen Alan donate $10 in a while. Is he okay? Have we got eyes on Alan? Did he die of something knee-based?
Well, we didn't do a noir bar last Friday, tragically because of confusing circumstances that were entirely my doing. But the last noir bar we did, we saw him there. Yeah, Alan showed up. Yeah.
He is good, is he? He's all right. Okay,
Yeah.
right. So we're looking for awful puns tonight, guys, which I'm sure we're going to get at least several. A fucking massive donation. That's looking good. Alan donated $10. Full evolutions achieved. There's no evolutions here, so you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and do that for you now. Anyway, we're looking all right. We got potential here. We got potential here, and we got potential here, guys. We could do this. And the thing is, if we don't actually manage to get bingo, nobody gets laid until we do get bingo. I don't make the rules. It's the lords of bingo that do it for us. Should we have some news?
Absolutely. Are we about that time?
We've gone past that time, but it's very rare that we have Sam in here with us. So what can I say? The banter went on a little bit longer, and it's fine because I enjoy it.
We're just fashionably late, Drunkle. It's fine.
I enjoy you beret wearing, baguette deep throating, onion carrying son of a bitch. People in the chat.
Aw.
I've got you back. Don't worry about it. Here comes the news coming in your earballs. Starting off as ever. Woman who got soldiers killed condemns man who comforted their families. There's been a bit going on. I mean, I'll try and connect it. This is actually, I use this as a cover for because I'm sharing the screen to Polly and sometimes Sinatra and sometimes Sam as well. It's just anyone whose name begins with an S, really. But I try and link it up as well because what's going on with Arlington Cemetery, Polly? Explain it to me, please.
What do you mean?
The people are going, it's illegal. What? How is it? He was campaigning. He went that he had a photo shoot. He laid down a wreath. He was there with the fucking families, the fucking soldiers that were there. And yet people are saying it's illegal. I don't understand.
One cannot campaign from Arlington Cemetery. No.
Why
But
not?
Was he campaigning? Anything that anyone does during a campaign could be understood as campaigning. Was it
Yes, of course, yeah.
Yeah, but that would mean by that understanding,
This man isn't black. What?
Retrov for 10, my boy Retrov. He says, while Retrov appears, he calls himself Retrov now, Jesus Christ. He says, hey, Drunkle. What's up, Retrov, my man? How you going? Good to see you. Polly, please do continue.
I mean, but it would mean that anywhere you go and anything you do could be considered part of a campaign if you did it while you were the head or the second ticket person on the campaign. I went to the bathroom. You're trying to endorse that bathroom. No, I'm not. That toilet, it's made by a company that you're in. No, not at all. So it's he laid a wreath. Yeah, big deal. I don't know. It's if you filtered campaign funds through to it and had banners and your supporters show up that you bust in, I'm trying to think of ways that it's that's undeniably you violated the notion because it's okay. The whole world might not see it this way, but for Americans, and it is supposed to be this way, and I happen to agree with it, that is America's most hallowed ground. You don't do all kinds of things there, including run for office. Anything partisan, you don't do that there. It's just not the place for it. That's dead soldiers lay there. That is their final resting place. You fuck off and show some respect.
Right,
you know
so
what I mean?
it is a shit hot burial ground then. Because I must admit, I knew I'd never even heard the word Arlington before this happened.
Oh, okay. You mean in general in that way. Arlington Cemetery started, there's actually a quick, fast story. It started as, so General Robert E. Lee was asked by Lincoln himself to lead the Army of the North.
A bit like that, really.
He turned it down as a born and raised Virginian, and as I'm sure you've heard, before the Civil War, a lot of people viewed the separate states that they lived in as their country, truly the states of America united, not the United States of America, meaning states first. They think of it as their country.
Right.
Lee turned down the option to fight because he knew it would mean fighting against Virginia by his own declaration. He said, Mr. President, I turned that down. I cannot fight against my country. And he was referencing Virginia. And led the Army of the South instead, not for the sake of the Confederate War, but for who he would be fighting against. He ends up, well, of course, doing quite well in the war, considering the size of his military. Lots of dead soldiers, tragically, from the North sent back. Where are we going to bury them? We're going to bury them in his property in Arlington.
Oh.
You left. You went and fought, and you're the reason these bodies are being sent back. Where are they going to go? Lee owned, massive amounts of property in Northern Virginia on the other side of the Potomac from Washington, D.C. You can see it from there still to the day. And that is the hallowed ground of Arlington. That's where the first soldiers were buried for, were traditionally buried for the Civil War. And then all of them, the Confederates began to be buried there. Everyone in out that is where you lie if you have that option, that privilege to be buried there. If you die in the line of duty, officers of the line. It's a very, very long list that, I'm sure there's military men and women that could explain that detail of it better than I, far better than I could. But yeah, that's why it's the hallowed dead of America end up there. Our honored dead lay there. So that's why. No, can you see how politics is just really ugly to run politics there? It's like, no, this doesn't belong here. Like parties don't belong here, or flags, or having a public park there or something. It's
we
all
have
just
no sides here. Like everyone is an American.
Yeah. That kind of, and I agree with that. It's like there's one place where you should not do that. It's here, That's
like the wall in Game of Thrones. Do you know what I mean? Like we follow no king. We're just here to defend the realm. No matter who's in charge, this is why we're here. Maybe it's a bad equivalent here, but this is like, no, we have no leader here. This is just the hallowed ground. This is people who fought and died for their country. No matter who's in charge, do not sully this sacred space. Okay, I understand. I didn't know that. Thank you very much, Polly. That's awesome. Also that it was Robert Healy's home turf as well, because he left. I didn't know that. Very fucking interesting. So, as you said, though, just by simply... he is on the campaign at the moment, so no matter what he does, as you say, he goes to a fucking toilet. That could... If there's a photo taken, or if he's just there, then no matter what he's doing, he's campaigning right now. So why is no one going after fucking Kamala Kazi for, like, when she was on the road trip with old Tim, and they stopped in a fucking shop, and she went, "We need Doritos." Why isn't that seen as, why are you pulling out the name of a big brand during your campaign, Kamala? Surely that is the same thing as well. There was fucking cameras there and everything. Isn't that, her being in a shop is still part of her fucking campaigning, surely? If him being there in a cemetery, when the families has asked him to come as well to pay the respects, isn't that the same thing?
I think the thing there, Drunken, is frankly that Kamala and co are just trying to, they realize that military people tend to fall on the right side of the political spectrum, right?
100%.
So I think she's just trying to upset Trump's base as much as she can, cause some division there.
Yeah. I agree with everything except for she's trying to. Somebody advised. It was a campaign person, and Drunken, I think you're right. It's like, isn't there an imbalance here? Yeah, and there will be right up until the election, where it's like anything that Trump does, anything that Kamala does, are going to fall in completely different realms of judgment and analysis. Of course they will.
So, a lot of schmearing, also a Yiddish word.
Yeah, Mort asked a good question. I don't know. Did he actually? I heard of the controversy, but did he actually make a speech there of any sort? And even if you did make a speech, was it a partisan speech, or just like it was out of respect for the family because he was asked? And then he says, if one were to say just simply something about the family, no, I don't view that as campaigning. Like, otherwise, you guys are just bitching over nothing. And Kamala, nobody wants you laying their dead to rest. You're an inconsequential figure. You're just I was here and I got out ahead of the line that was marching, or were pushed out ahead of the line that was marching when the old man who was in front didn't realize where he was going anymore.
Do you know, I saw a photo of Kamala and Hillary together earlier on today. And it was just odd, like realizing how, blowjobs have affected their careers differently,
That's funny, actually. That's good.
Polly, thank you very much. Well, I don't count that as a Polly rant because I asked him to give me, what's going on with Arlington. And I'll tell you what, very succinct, very well thought out, and I feel more informed for it.
Nice.
Let's move on. Rat ate my ketamine, says police in Mumbai.
I'm sorry. Okay, go on. It's just, how long did it last? Holy shit.
I mean, I love the picture. The picture is also so good they use it twice.
Nice.
I love rats, man. Look at their little hands. Look at their little faces. I fucking love them. So this is, they say, police closed the case of missing drug. They've closed it, saying rodents ate 34 grams of ketamine worth 3.4 crore rupees, right? Now, none of those are words, but it does equate to $400,000.
Again, they're alive? Like, I've seen grown adults sitting there on the couch and being completely non-responsive. And it was like, what's wrong? He's in a K-hole. And it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, these are like 200-pound men that were like zonked the fuck out by a couple of grams. This tiny little rodent ate it's alive? Holy shit.
There were no rats. Come on.
Yeah.
Rats ate they did they? Rats ate it, did they? Lovely new car you've got there, officer, by the way.
Right.
No,
Especially after they close up the case, right? Yeah.
Bought a new house as well. Left your wife. Got a fucking much prettier, younger fucking missus now, aren't you? It's just weird how that all happened at the same time as rats eating all this ketamine. Where's all the dead rats, by the way? Stop asking questions. Fair enough, superior officer. Yeah, rats didn't fucking eat anything. Jesus Christ.
34 kilograms. I mean, that's what, 86 pounds, give or take.
Yeah, it's a mega fuck ton. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how long it would take two grown adults to go through a kilo of fucking ketamine. I mean, that's wow. Wow.
That's how much depression they got to cure, Polly.
Yeah.
Yeah, true, right? Yeah. I mean, it's enough ketamine to knock out a horse. God.
Oh, Jesus, I did.
Is that a bad pun?
I think that might, you know, as I said it, I went, okay, that's an awful pun. All right, fair enough.
C. Thomas is right. I missed a donation. Thank you for reminding me. CTP, thank you for the $4 and the, let's just, here we go. I love the camera shake. Trump wasn't campaigning at Arlington. Kuntmala and her desperate handlers are just scumfucks. A day that ends in Y. There you go. I mean, I heard about it vaguely. I got to admit, like, I would have to decide to follow this stuff, the presidential campaign materials, like in terms of the little things along the way. This Arlington thing would be the Doritos thing. Do you really want to follow it in details? I would have to decide to. I can't put up with it. I can't even listen to Megyn Kelly talk about it. It's so bad.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. There has to be fallout for something, right? So if this, I mean, as you said, it's a hallowed ground. It's a sacred ground. You don't fuck with Arlington, right? So even by her not being there, her saying that Trump was campaigning while he was paying respects should also have fallout for Kamala, because then she is using, at the very least, the name of Arlington for campaigning.
You know what? That's an interesting point. There is a difference in the way that you object. If you're objecting on the basis of all you talk about is Arlington should not be over that. No one should be campaigning there. Not I wouldn't campaign there. What's wrong with this convicted felon campaigning there? Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a difference in the way that you do it.
That's her campamping, isn't it? But
that's
using
right.
the name of Arlington. Is that the same thing?
Point.
That should be the same thing.
That's what the kids call concern trolling, isn't it?
It is.
She's 100% concern troll. It's like, I'm really worried about the Gold Star families that have, the honored dead laid to rest there. And it's like, no, you're not, because you spent the whole time talking about the convicted felon, didn't you?
Well, consider as well, if you will, gentlemen, that like in America right now, and for some time since, you cannot run an ad campaign on TV where you use another company's product in comparison to your own. That's against advertising guidelines.
You can if you get permission.
Well, yeah.
Freedom. I remember
you
when
can't get permission from Arlington.
What's-its like the British Cheetos, but Cheetos came over here. I was in primary school at the time, and I remember seeing an advert in a magazine for Cheetos, right? And it said, and they're 10p cheaper than them What's-its.
10 what?
10 pence cheaper than a packet of What's-its, right?
Yeah.
But it was written in such a way, and they're 10 because the accent just came on in my head anyway. Even then, Even little fucking baby Drunkle was still like, that's a northern accent. They're 10p cheaper than them Watsits. Even though they're the same shape, they're the same flavour, there's just different fucking packaging. Maybe they come from the same company, I don't know.
Probably
but it said,
do. I mean, they're all owned by Mars, aren't they, or whatever.
But at the bottom, there was, you know, that little bit, you know, the terms and conditions writing, but like all rights reserved, that kind of shit, you know. And it did say, Cheetos is a trademark of so-and-so, Watsits is a trademark of so-and-so. So I don't know if it's the same company and they're doing the whole, hey, look at us, we're fighting against each other even though we're the same person. Or they went, hey, this is advertising for both of us, do you want to work together? Because we can't. What I love, American advertising is amazing because you get, like, in some places you get a billboard for Coca-Cola pop up, and then next to it you get a billboard for Pepsi popping up, referring to the fucking billboard next to it as well. But you're not allowed to do that in England, which is such a goddamn shame because it is brilliant fucking advertising.
You say it now, like American advertising. Yeah, they hint at it because they used to be able to do it. Far and I are big fans of watching like time capsule old commercials. Sam's been there for some of it, right? And you see direct comparisons in the 70s and early 80s where there was not any laws against that in advertising standards yet. So yeah, you'd have a Volkswagen ad and it's like driving up a snowy hill and it's driving by their competition cars that are in the ditch and on fire.
Love it.
It's like that direct of a comparison.
Bring it on.
Drive this
Bring it
box. It's yeah.
Bring it back. It's the capitalist thing to do,
Fuck
right?
yes.
Competition in advertising. Let's go.
I am more likely to buy that product if you're just savage like that. You know? I think one of the best
Shadowclaw,
ones was,
thank you very much for the buck.
sorry.
Sorry, Shadowclaw, thank you for the buck. Trump was invited to be there. The parents all told her to fuck off. Well, there you go. There you go. Especially if he didn't campaign. What did he say? Did he talk about his presidency or his previous time in office or whatever? He just talked about the families and was invited? Yeah. Fuck off, Kamala. Especially when the families, the military will tell you, that's the one group of people you do not attack is the families of a fallen soldier. Don't do that. Yeah. They don't react well, and I can understand why. Yeah, right. And it's like, there they go. They get to set the tone, don't they? And if there's nothing disrespectful going on, no campaigning, I agree with Shadowclaw. Fuck off.
So like his only crime was simply being there.
Yeah, well,
Trump
his
was
crime
being
in their
Trump.
mind was, yeah, Trump's crime was defeating Hillary. That was his true crime. Everything else is just a footnote to that, isn't it?
If only she would
Seriously.
stop popping back up again. If only
he wouldn't
remain defeated.
He wouldn't be a Nazi. He wouldn't be a white supremacist. The MAGA part of the country wouldn't need to be reprogrammed according to Joy Reid. The list goes on. None of these things would need to be happening.
Former Democrat Donald Trump. Yeah.
Oh shit, John number 1 coming in. Cool.
A lot of people forget that he was a Democrat before, guys. You know, but
that's when people say, Trump's a Republican. I'm like, technically, yes. It's just,
but he's really not. Like, so many of his policies are just 1990s New York Democrat policies.
Well, this is what I mean. If people say, two-party America is bollocks. Yeah, but you can have your cake and eat it too when it comes to that. Vote for the unlikely candidate to lead the party that you think should be drained of its corruption. And there you go. The two-party system has its value, as the poli-sci guy can tell you it does. You get fractious politics where you've got 35 fucking parties, and then one party ends up leading with the majority of the vote when they only have 15% of the vote behind them, but now they're in charge. Well, I'm saying
my country resembles that remark.
There's no perfect system, and I said, all right, yes, no, there's no perfect system, but let's not make it sound like both don't carry their baggage of fuckery along with it. When you have multiple parties, what happens? Fractiousness. When you have a two-party system, everything gets diluted down to black and white. Yeah, there's good, there's bad, but let's not pretend that one will always be the solution.
It's just so strange hearing an American say the word bollocks. Fucking.
Who said bollocks?
You did you not say bollocks?
I have no specific recollection, but I might have.
Okay. Right, back to the... I mean, look, we went off on one. And I just want to go back to the advertiser real quick because it reminded me of this, right? It was Pepsi. So we wish you a scary Halloween, right? So it's a can of Pepsi dressed up as Coca-Cola, and Coca-Cola used exactly the same image with the line "Everybody wants to be a hero." These billboards were next to each other. That's just incredible. Keep doing this, guys, please. I absolutely love it. And for some reason, this isn't allowed in sunny Britain. Why? This is banter between corporations. Let's fucking do it, man. The closest I get to it is following fucking Wendy's on Twitter. Let's move on anyway. Right, so South Korea district offers 1 million won. That's apparently what they have. Just for starting a romantic relationship through an event. The event is it's like a government-sanctioned Tinder. Yeah, come along here and meet someone. And if you do meet someone, we're gonna pay you. And for some reason, guys, it's not quite working. They're trying to battle the whole low birth rates and things like that. You know, it's a big it's a big problem for the Koreans. So they're like, hey, if you meet someone and you start a family with them, then we'll give you some fucking money. Thinking that everything's going to go swimmingly if they do that. Like,
well, according to chat, yes, I did say bollocks. All right, I guess I did. I don't. Okay.
It's just weird. It's just weird. It was.
Well,
I got John number 1 part 1 went to you. John number 1 part 2. John number 1. I just Sinatra's not here. So I've not. So in this one, it doesn't say "stay safe, guys." So I'm assuming you've still got one more to write. Maybe chuck that to myself or Polly.
You've got part 1.
Oh, you've got part 1. I've got part 2.
I do. Okay, so part 3 went to Sinatra and went.
Well,
to
no, I mean
silently.
it would still come up, but the thing is, like, Sinatra's not here to read it. John number 1. So we either chuck that to myself or to Polly, and then we got all 3. I know you've not finished because you always finish up saying "stay safe, guys." So just be mindful of that. He's not here. He's not here.
Sam, did you put your Streamlabs in chat? Something? Anything?
I don't think I can. I don't think I can.
What? You don't have a wrench?
No.
You son of a bitch. Send me your Streamlabs. I'll do it. I think I might have a wrench.
I mean, you could just say something in the chat and I'll give you a wrench, Sam, but I am going to want it back at the end of the stream.
That's okay, mate.
Jesus.
Go ahead, you do that. Right, so that's what's happening in South Korea, and they're apparently not expecting any fraud on this whatsoever, which just seems a massive fucking oversight with what's going on. Oh, right, you're the Freedom Frog, aren't you? Of course you are.
That's me.
That's you, right. Moderator, standard. Off you pop, my son. John number 1, there you go. Sam is in there now, although I don't have his all of his bullshit for it to come up on the screen, but he would at least be able to get us number 3. Thank you very much in advance.
As
John
well
number
for
1.
the rest of chat and anybody who wants to be generous enough to donate to Sam, because he's here on his day off, and that's awesome. And
We
it's
love you,
nice
Sam.
having someone who can actually speak the Kings here.
I won't go quite as far as that.
Well, I'm included in that too. So
I mean, I just really recall the French having a big problem with, noblemen, aristocrats, and the monarchy. But, yeah, okay, you're referring to it as the kings. That's fine,
Well,
that's fine.
We went a bit on a diet, we cut down a little.
Yeah, right, it's just a little bit of culling.
I was aware of the saying, like, the King's English, the Queen. I was certainly aware of it. But it didn't
Inglorious
become
Bastards.
Yeah, it didn't
Yes!
become hyper cool until that scene. That's exactly it. Yes.
Fassbender, hope you don't mind me
Yeah.
going out speaking the kings. Yeah, what a fucking line, man.
What a line! Because he's just German silent, undercover until that moment, and then when he realizes he's busted, Fassbender. I know Valine can get down with us on some Fassbender business. So he goes, well, if I'm gonna go out, I might as well go out speaking the Kings. Fucking beautiful.
And there's part 3. Thank you, John number 1.
Nice.
All right, hold up. No, there's an
Oh,
order
number
to this,
2.
Frenchie.
There is.
It's
No,
in
all right.
numerical form.
Number
I was like,
1.
Engineer Mark 2004 says it's nice to have a AAA without Sinatra constantly begging for money. Oh, you bastard! That's
Yeah,
a sick.
I read
burn,
that.
man.
Engineer MK's he's spicy. He's spicy like Mort, man. You should hear those guys get down on Noir Bar. It's it's a hot pepper evening when they're there, man.
I liked the use of the word spicy recently. I saw a tweet where someone referred to their PTSD as spicy deja vu.
No, Engineer MK's called me out on some shit, and I'm like, ow, fuck. Hold on, I'll be back. I gotta get some like calamine lotion for that burn, dude. Damn.
Keep it up.
There's a couple of people.
Keep it up.
There's a couple of people between the AAA and Noir Bar, man. There's like they're mighty good heckle on them. I got one on Twitter the other day, and I was like, oh, that's good. That's good.
It's just-
Oh,
yeah,
it was beautiful.
It can't be always Valine fucking emasculating us, right? Every now and then
Right.
someone else is gonna come in and do it. Okay, John number 1, part 1. Here we go. Thank you
Here
for
we
the
go.
buck. Evening, gents. You know the deal. We certainly do. Arlington has over 400,000 buried men and women. From the Civil War to the withdrawal from Afghanistan, American, British, and Canadians are buried and honored. Interesting.
No French, you notice. Unlucky Sam. This is Arlington-based shit as well, so I'm loving this already, John number one. This has been quite an educational stream for me thus far, and will continue to be so. It's John number one, part 2. Again, for $1. He says, many monuments and memorials are in the area. One of the more famous ones being the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. Oh, even I know that. Being built after the end of the First World War, being guarded 24/7. That's probably, it's either a really shit detail for a soldier to have or a really good one. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, God, thank fuck, I've got the Unknown Soldier detail. Brilliant. I'm hungover, man.
On it, right? And that brings us to part 3. Thank you again, John number 1, for the $1. He says the headstones are almost all exactly the same. The minor differences are if they won the Medal of Honor, service history, and their religion. Honor and remember your country's dead, but don't use them for political bullshit. Stay safe, guys.
In fact, John number 1, you goddamn legend. Is this the one where they take the sand from Normandy and use it to, they rub it into the names that are etched into the stones?
I don't know.
I can't say as I know.
I do have a story about the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, though. I mean, like, talk about high honor. I don't know from personal experience, but the way that it is talked about, yes, indeed. The honor guard that's there, they both have. I mean, every detail of it, Drunkle, Sam, blow your fucking minds. It's really interesting. When they switched over to the P320 standard sidearm, it's like, yeah, okay, so we need like the honor guards pistols now that have particular names for them each. The SIG produced a special polished edition of each one, and those are the honor guards sidearms that they will have there. If you've ever watched the changing of the guard, because that tomb is always guarded, that is the honor, and it's regimented, it's detailed, and you can see the respect that they roll with, man. It's really, really interesting. When I was there one time, and it unfortunately happens not often, but every now and then someone will be stupid. And at this time it was a journalist, and that's who often does it, because they were at some press meeting or whatever over there. And the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, unfortunately in Arlington, the fastest way through, like a straight line, leads you to walk right across that area, which you cannot do.
No.
She was stepping over a fence, and one of the honor guards, wow, did he snap at her. And holy shit, like, those dudes are like buttoned down, straight faced. They're taking their job extremely seriously. And as soon as the man snapped into action, they are not fucking lunching on the job, man. They are ready to go. And I found that out when I was there. It's like, hey! Like, it was like, whoa! Everyone's balls freezed up, man. And it's like, get out of there! And walked over like with a prim, proper starch stiffness to escort her immediately out of the area.
I love that. That's great.
It's like the blackguards outside of the various palaces when the royals are in attendance.
Do not touch the reins of the horse. Yeah.
Do not touch the reins of the horse. Do not touch it. They will. They'll point the fucking rifle at you, man. They will point the fucking rifle at you, and they will pull.
But have you ever seen that, Polly?
No, I haven't.
Brilliant.
I haven't.
Let me see if I could.
Fucking foreigners, am I right, Drunkle?
Right, are we fucking wrong here, mate? Are we wrong? Right, let's bring it up on the screen there. Let's get a bit of fucking volume up in this bit right here. All right, so horses may kick or bite you. Right, okay, fine. He's there.
Yep.
And just like oh, here you go. She's gonna touch the reins. Don't touch the horse. It's fine. You can do that. Give him a little. All right.
Yep.
And this is a long video, guys. This can happen at any time. Have a photo taken. So, yeah, that's a smart move. Let the horse sniff you first.
Yep. A little tap on his velvety schnoz.
Yeah, look, he's working 9 to 5, mate. He's a hard-working horse. Kara Soldier, the position of guarding the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier is one of the highest honoured postings in the army. Now, that is cool. I love that.
Yeah.
But it's also like, shouldn't you be out fighting wars or something, mate? If like you're that good, you can get you're a victim of your own success. Do you know what I mean? Little scritches, little nose scritches. Let's shake it up, shall we? Let's see if we can find. Yeah. Do you know what? Probably right at the end. No one there. He scared everyone off. We missed it. Getting a bit close to the bridle there, love. Do you think this is actually going to happen?
Well, I'm hoping so.
I mean, the
Maybe
guy's
it's just
got
named
his...
that in the sense of everybody knows not to do that, and they're indicating that with the video.
But there's no... I mean, I fucking hate tourists, man. Everyone just going and standing next to a fucking decorated soldier. Lady Monostrious says, why doesn't the guard get any pets?
Because look at the white of his whites and the polish of his helmet, man. I don't think he wants any touches.
But, like, maybe he's not going to do it. This could be fucking bait. But even if a child does it, he will scream his fucking tits off at, do not touch the reins! And we're talking army voices here, people. They ain't quiet.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's the equivalent of grabbing the steering wheel, right?
Good point.
Do not grab the steering wheel. Still wearing the red as well, guys. I don't know if you noticed that. We're doing all right.
Funny how? How am I funny? I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you? What the fuck are you looking at? What the fuck?
Love it. Gamer Villain, thank you for the 1350. And fucking Goodfella Otter, I haven't seen it in a minute. Am I a fucking joke to you? Consistency is key in the grief I give. Speaking of emasculating, she's consistent in the grief that she hands us, gentlemen. That's good to know. Speaking of emasculating, did I tell you the story? The story of the guy I want... Wait. Did I tell you the guy I want an M1 Garand, a 4570, or a Colt Python? He said no to the 500 Nitro Express. Well, yeah, I'd say no to the 500 Nitro Express as well. Did I tell you the guy I want an M1 Garand, a 4570?
Is that the guy
no.
and I?
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. That's not what it says, but does it tell you the guy and I? Yeah, must be what it means. Like her man, basically, because yeah, they're collective gun nuts down there in Arizona, man. It's especially I'm still thinking about the AR-15 that she sent me a picture of, Sam. Like it's her man's AR. It's a nice cut down carbine, classic like M4 looking deal, but it's got the full on fucking EOTech holosight with the 3 times magnifier that flips off to the side. Fucking sweet, man. I just wow. Anyway, I'd pass on the 500 Nitro Express too. The 4570, I mean, that's the big one Reaper's into, and I can understand why. That's the beast. I think I'd go for the 4570 for the fun of it.
Now we got right here. Don't touch the range. She keeps coming back. That's from Busker in the Park, right? Verified account, or the King's Guards and Horse UK verified account.
Right.
It's got to be the King's Guards, hasn't it? Top 6 moments they shout at rude tourists. Top 10 moments screams. Let's go screams.
Oh, he's wearing black.
Reins. He's on the reins.
Get off the rein! Get off the rein!
You see the sword. He moved the.
Yeah, you
sword,
got
man.
chopped there.
Get off the rein!
Yeah, that was a slight chop in motion, was it not?
Yeah, he was getting ready.
He chopped his fucking arm off.
What are you, fucking deaf? How'd you not hear he doesn't even react.
You don't touch the reins. The guy needs more diaphragmatic breathing, to be honest. From the stomach, soldier. From the stomach. Also, can we appreciate that coat that he's wearing right there?
Yeah.
That's keeping the horse warm, that is.
I feel warmer. Oh my god! What the fuck? Why would you do that?
You showed a laser eye. That was great.
It's like, did you just put your hand on my thigh?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is upshot. Get your hands off me.
I hear what you're saying about tourists.
Oh, she enjoyed that. She loved that. She loved that. She gonna marry that man afterwards.
Get off the rein!
Get out. There's no politeness with this either. It's straight. There's no fat on this, Polly. It's to the point. Get off the rein. It's to the point. Oh, God.
Oh, here we go.
Right, there you go. He's just motioned for you to not.
That selfie stick looked like a problem.
You see what he's wearing on his head right there? That is to show that he can reach a higher decibel than anyone else in the barracks.
You think the louder they can shout, the taller that thing gets?
A 100, but they get a bigger horse every time they do. Right? But yeah, he does it. What you can hear him, Warner. Nice.
Pleasant.
When I ask you a second time, you get off of the rein. She come back. She came back! That's the same! I'm not being racist here, that is the same woman. Oh, wait, maybe I am. No, yeah, I was being racist, alright. That is like even the fucking video editor thought that it was the same person as well. Jesus Christ! I absolutely love. Right, well, yeah, we're done. Shuru says, "Have they yelled at you before?" No, I'm not one of them touristy tourists, bro. If I go to London, it's normally for for an audition or to get laid. I'm not going to the fucking touristy spots because hey, if you live in New York, you're not going to the fucking Statue of Liberty or anything, are you? You just you're doing New York shit. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
you're going around,
you know
you're shouting
what?
at people.
If you, I can say this: if you, that only counts if you're a native. When I've moved places that had touristy spots at them, you're goddamn right. When I moved there, I spent like 6 months there doing the touristy shit. And I'll tell you something: once you get past the main touristy shit and you get further down the line, you know what I mean? When you get to go on walking tours of the place, like go to this place and then this place, that's where, in my opinion, the real history comes out. The thing's worth touching,
Like horses and reins.
Yes, and paintings and things like that.
The thigh of a royal guard. No, not paintings, Polly. Don't just slip that in there and think I wouldn't fucking notice.
It's fine. It's okay. Polly's hands-on history remains. Okay, it's fine.
This Malaysian woman walked up to the horse and she was thinking to herself, "Oh my god, is that real?"
As
Well, it was dinner.
I don't know because you're about to move on right before we do. Misfit in chat, who's Lisa, if you don't know, she's interesting little side facts here. I knew this, but here's the detail of it. I knew of it vaguely, and here's the details of it. For almost 14 years, the Vietnam War unknown were laid to rest at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier in 1994. Ted Sampley, a POW MIA activist, determined that the remains were likely those of Air Force First Lieutenant Michael Joseph Blasey. In 1998, DNA testing confirmed Blasey's identity. Yeah, he's the unknown soldier is no longer unknown. It is Michael Joseph Blasey.
Are they going to? Should they rename it then? Because I mean, obviously, there's a lot of symbolism there to the unknown soldier.
Somebody said in chat earlier, yeah, that the soldier had been identified. It remains for all of the unknown soldiers that
Yeah.
For overseas, everywhere else, and it's like, yeah, the fallen and unknown. There isn't
maybe
even a place to pay them respect. Well, there is now. There, that's
maybe
the place
then
to pay
it's
the respects.
he's not the unknown soldier. And maybe they should, inter someone else in there, give someone else a chance at being the unknown soldier.
I don't know, Drunkle. I think it would be like, if Kamala does
Switch it
get
around.
elected, renaming it to the Statue of Not Liberty.
He loved that because it was the French that made the Statue of Liberty. You could.
It
It was
totally
that little.
is.
It was that little laugh afterwards that.
You should go into the
Why is
gardens
it-
of
wait
Versailles.
for
We've got the mini version. We kept the prototype. It's great.
Yeah.
It's just Tomb of the Soldier. I think probably what you needed at that museum was a fucking guard stood next to it, going, "Get off the painting!" I think that might.
Well, I got that at the National Archives with the Declaration of Independence. I didn't try and
I knew
touch
you were
it.
coming.
Yeah, right. Get out the extra velvet ropes.
But I did get the no photography's allowed in there because of degradation of the fucking documents from the flashes, right? But it pisses me off because it's like, well, you know what? The only reason it's degraded as badly, like the Declaration of Independence is degraded as badly as it is because it sat in a fucking lawyer's office hung on the wall facing the rising sun for 50 fucking years. Don't give me shit about a fucking flash. Now, did my friend's flash go off when I was standing beside it? Do I have what I call the purloined photograph of me standing beside the Declaration? You're not supposed to have it because the flash went off. Did the fucking guard come out of a fucking niche in the wall? He did. Step right out. Like, we didn't even know he was there, man. He was like hiding. Stepped out and goes, if that flash goes off again, you're out of here. And like the guy was like 300 pounds, And he pointed with his thumb like off to the side. You're out of here. I'm like, whoa. He went like full angry umpire on.
Yeah,
us.
part soldier, part baseball umpire. Yeah,
Yeah.
Amazing.
And I was like, whoa, shit. And my friend was like, I didn't know. I thought I had turned it off. And I'm like, did you get it though? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, cool. You know, so yeah, I got the pro.
Right, so every time you fucking rant, and it was a rant, because it officially was a rant, ladies and gentlemen. Every time you rant about the fucking Declaration of Independence facing the rising sun in some fucking 2-bit lawyer's office,
Yeah.
you were actually privy to further damage from it. So every time you rant about it, it's actually just a display of your sordid hypocrisy.
Well, you know why it's not ultimately hypocrisy? Because if you've ever seen National Treasure, the Nicolas Cage film, which is a
course I
gang of
have.
fun, though cheesy as hell, but so much fun.
Oh,
to
but it's
watch.
brilliant.
I love that.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. They do explain the detail of it quite well, and it's a part of it's truthful in terms of the security precautions and the preservation precautions around the Declaration. That glass is facing it. It's like, well, we're not going to let that happen again. It's like, oh, it's not going to go in some 2-bit lawyer's office. Yeah, it's UV protected. And the only thing that's going to bleach the iron gall ink that it's written on the vellum in would be ultraviolet radiation. That's what's going to cause the bleaching effect, and did from the sun. The glass in front of it stops. So what's the problem? And it's like, well, I don't know. At this point, they're just like, fuck it. Sam, you want to know the funniest part about the Hall of the Charters of Freedom, as they call it? The Declaration's there when they put the Emancipation Proclamation, handwritten one from Lincoln, on display every 4 years. It's up there. You know what's outside? Not in there, but as you're walking along the hallway to get there?
The 19th Amendment?
No, it's even funnier. Okay, America's copy of the Magna Carta.
Hey, look, it's still an important document.
No, it
Hell
is.
yeah,
It's
it is.
100% it's an important document, but it's in the hallway as like an afterthought. The fucking Magna Carta? Really? You just put it out in the hall?
The bit that like everything else kind of stemmed from it. We'll just put that over here.
Yeah.
It's like the table in the restaurant that's right next to the toilets, isn't it? Like, yeah,
Exactly.
we'll let
Who do
you
think
in,
you are,
but we're going
Nicolas
to give you the
Cage?
bad
No,
seats.
I'm far more dashing than Nicolas Cage, Lisa. Far more dashing.
Shadow
Quite even have a velvet
fucking-
rope.
Shadow Sonata says, I saw a square that said Animal Crime Wave. Would the ketamine rats qualify for that square? Do you know what? You are completely right. Yes, they would. Ladies and gentlemen, right, we're so close. Where's Alan? Alan donates $10, and we've got a line and a fucking massive donation. We've got a line. Guys, we're so close to using our floppy bits right now. It's not even funny. Let's move on. Tory MP told to get a grip for using Holocaust poem to criticise smoking ban. Now, Polly, we've not been around. Well, I've been around, but you've not been around. Look, I've been around. So it turns out old Care, our new fearless leader here in the UK, is not just proposing, but advocating for banning smoking in pub gardens. Right? So ages ago, they banned smoking in pubs, which unfortunately meant that pubs had to worry about the smell of pubs. It's not good. Before, it just smelled like fucking stale cigarette smoke. It was lovely. Do you know what I mean? And now it just smells like, pubs. Now he wants to, so people have to go outside to smoke. So now he's saying, no, you can't go outside to smoke. And that's his, there's this whole thing about when he was campaigning, he said, no, do you know what? I'm going to protect the winter fuel allowance for the elderly.
Didn't do that.
No, one of the first things he did when he got into number 10 was, right, we're getting rid of the winter fuel allowance. The piece of shit with his fucking football hooligan hairdo looks like he should be wearing a fucking Stone Island badge on all of his bloody suits. And now he's coming in and he's saying this. But, now here's a step too far. This woman, this is Esther McVie, came in and she went, first I came for the communists, so I did not speak out because I was not a communist, yada, 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 yada. Pertinent words, Starmer's smoking ban, which even I think is a bit too far. It's just smoking. Look, if it does get banned, yeah, I'm going to be pissed off. But it's, I'm just saying 6 million cigarettes is a lot, do you know what I mean? I don't think it's the same right here. Look, you're fair to hit out against it. Is a stupid thing to bring in, especially the problems we're facing right now as a country. I mean, fucking McVitie's in Co-op of £5 a packet. Can we talk about that, please? Care? Can we talk about that? What are we as a nation going to do about Co-op?
Those are serious issues facing the country. Why would any politician ever focus on serious issues? It's like it's like Australia focusing on gun control. We need to ban this new firearm and this new firearm. Why don't you just ban everything within a given category? Because when we ban them a little bit at a time, it makes us look like we're doing something when we're absolutely not.
100% correct, Polly.
You know what it is, Drunkle? Why they don't care about packs of McVitie's biscuits being £5? Because they all put them on fucking expenses, those MP bastards.
Joe, so you think this is like the biscuit of the MPs? This is the biscuit that rules the country? My God.
Oh, what are custard creams doing these days?
Slumming
Why would they
it,
care
God
about
bless
the
them.
price of a pack of cookies if you guys are paying for it?
Tax. Like, seriously, tax, because biscuits are seen as essentials. You have a luxury tax, which goes on cakes, but biscuits are seen as essentials, so there's no tax on them. So if you raise the price, then you can make up for the lack of tax that way. And don't get me wrong, I mean, McVitie's are like the Rolls Royce of the biscuit world.
They kind of are.
You get me, Sam. I'm so happy you're here.
McVitie's ginger biscuits are absolutely the best ginger biscuit.
I
you
draw
will
the
get
line at ginger
in a supermarket.
I'm not having no ginger.
Oh, yeah?
I'm just nah. Too,
You're not a fan.
Celtic. Too Celtic.
Oh, wow.
Too Celtic.
Irish ancestry.
Yeah, I
there,
was
mate,
fucking
can't find
Irish
it.
and yeah. Just the reason we built the wall was to keep ginger McVitie's out of here. Do you know what I mean? The McVitie's clan. I just think it's a bit too far, but we'll keep an eye on what's going on with this smoker. And no one is happy about this, by the way. Like, there's not one person in the UK that's going, I think banning smoking in pub gardens is a good idea. Not one fucking person. Perfect example of a politician just completely ignoring everyone and going, what I say goes.
I
UK's
heard a
first.
conspiracy theory. Oh, sorry.
Go on. Go, please. I want to
I was
hear
going
it,
to say, I had a bit of a conspiracy theory about this, actually, right? Because pubs are one of the last places that groups of people can get together, and they've got a good excuse, a cover for getting together to conspire against the government.
Right. Except,
Think
of
of all
course,
the
for the
revolutions that's happened.
except for the AAA meeting, of course, which is the best goddamn meeting place online.
True that, yeah.
Uh-huh. But I don't think that's so much a conspiracy theory as it is probably true.
Probably. Wasn't Guy Fawkes lot? Didn't they meet up in a pub?
Never heard of
Just saying.
Let's move on. Right, so this is the UK's first teacherless AI classroom set to open in London. Now, we're actually, they've gone from self-learning to teaching us. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Brian Morissette says, didn't they go to court over the designation of McVitie's as a cookie? Closer, no, it was a Jaffa cake that you're thinking of, and that was, for tax reasons, is a Jaffa cake a cake and is therefore has to be put under the luxury tax, or is it a biscuit and therefore it doesn't get taxed? And it was deemed that Jaffa cake is indeed a cake, which they proved by making a giant Jaffa cake. But well remembered though, Brian. You only got a little bit of that wrong. Otherwise, spot on, mate. Spot on.
That's some European Union level bureaucratic bullshit.
Yeah, thank God we're out of that now. Eh? In before Drunken
What are you talking about? You're a Ramoner.
I
How
said
dare
in
you?
before.
How dare
I said
you?
no. I said in before.
My hypocrisy. You already called out my hypocrisy in this stream. You got a fucking pair of balls on you. What the fuck?
I said in before. That means I'm exempt from anything that might follow.
You. All right, moving on.
Rules are rules, man. So we're going from AI learning about its self-learning, and now it's going to be teaching us. I don't see that going wrong, eh, Sam?
No, especially when you consider how racist AI apparently is.
Yes, great. Well, also, why is it? Surely you could just do this from home. Why has it got to be a classroom?
I mean, you've hamstrung this fucking AI. It's not going to be able to talk about stereotypical anything.
No, it's true, because I tried to come up with a stereotypical Frenchman, and it went, no, that's offensive.
Yeah,
So
I won't be able to talk about racial stereotypes at all. What's going to happen during the fucking social justice class? I mean,
I had to add that moustache myself, guys. And it wasn't there at the beginning, as I did it while I think Polly was talking. I saw someone in the chat just going, thank God that I actually saw that change, because otherwise that would have pissed the hell out of me for the rest of the show. Like, where was that always there? So that's not all AI is up to, because a Microsoft AI says AI could save tons of money if it learns to ask humans for help. So you see my problem? I've got this, teaching humans, and then AI asking to be taught by humans. I don't...
We just cut out the middleman, perhaps.
You can't have both.
You know what? You know what a problem here is, because somebody asked what that was, like machine learning. They're talking about like the access to change the learning parameters in real time and under what conditions that would be allowed. Interesting question. Like, these are the places that you will source your information from. Learning machine that is in the throes of learning, right? Okay, well, if it's going to be an actual artificial intelligence, means it needs to be able to be adaptive to its environment the way any basic cybernetic device is adapted to its environment, like a thermostat is. It is adapted to its environment. Temperature changes, it turns a circuit on or off. Extremely basic, but that's the principle at work.
I think that's incredibly clever, actually.
So when to allow that? And somebody brought up the example of, and said, this is why no one would ever allow it, because the funding wouldn't be there for something like that. Take a look at community notes up on X. This is a majority of people have to upvote it that are there. This is the population of the group speaking. Usually it's not harsh. It's not full of profanity. It is just a serious poundage to the person who tried to fucking lie. Even when it's the White House, it's like, we did this and Joe Biden got fucking community noted to death to the point where they took that tweet down, right? This is why they would never allow that. For they, meaning the people responsible for the funding and the development corporations, would not allow that, because it would be the public speaking. It would be an actual democratic process, so to speak. They don't want to hear the democratic process. They want, you are low information voters, and we will take you where we want you to go. It's in your own best interest, and there's the difference. We don't want you thinking for yourself. We don't want you. Think about what an AI that was actually trained by the American population would say about illegal immigration. Stop it now. Our border is a fucking sieve. What the hell's going on? And the AI would be repeating that information that they don't want.
This like you will own nothing and be happy, but it's instead of this, you won't think for yourself and you will be happy.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Just listen to the AI. It's like, you don't want to tweak the fucking algorithm to allow to adaptively learn in the environment, because the majority would end up speaking and they wouldn't like the result.
I can't wait for the first nerdy kid in the UK to hack into the AI teacher and just have it print a bunch of polywords on the whiteboard. It'd be brilliant.
Especially if it's like a class for teaching English to foreigners. You know what I mean? But I mean, look, speaking of things that are being decided for us as well, Bethesda takes down Doom mod that lets you kill Margaret Thatcher.
How did she come up in the game? Not that I... What?
She's basically a demon.
Really?
And there's always seemed to be... Yeah, she was not... I mean, she's referred to as the milk thief.
Oh, you mean in history? I thought
in history,
in the game
yeah.
she plays a demon. Okay.
A lot of people showed up to Margaret Thatcher's funeral just to make sure she was dead. She was
divisive figure.
Very divisive indeed. Yeah, a lot of people don't like her. Even a lot of conservatives don't like her because she was just she wasn't good. She fucked a lot of people over, mostly the miners. Billy Elliot.
And the Argentinians.
The minor thing will just never stop, will it? I mean, that was a seriously bad move from a political PR.
No, different miners. Jesus. No, not Biden miners. No, like fucking coal miners.
Yeah, right, yeah. Chip at the rock miners. I understand.
That's the ones. Oh. Yeah, there was a whole film about it that was for some reason they based it around a kid wanting to dance. But yeah, there's. I mean that.
Okay. Why don't you want to work at the Rocks? Because I want to dance. Like, okay.
It literally was.
Pirouetting in the cavern depths.
Yeah.
Great.
Plie. Death. But yeah, not allowed to do that because she's been deified, I suppose, by some people. But also, what's the opposite of deified? Demonized. There you go. And quite rightly so. I mean, also, she does look badass in that photo. Boy who smashed ancient bronze age jar returns to museum.
This is too easy. I'm not doing this to you.
Yeah, you're leaving this one. I ain't broke shit.
There was ages ago, me and Sinatra, and Polly, you were there. We were talking about kids who bite. You know, and you go, "Oh, don't fucking bite." Right? Stop it. It's one of the most obnoxious things. This kid right here is a biter. You can see he's biting the fucking glass fucking counter right here.
It sure looks like he's trying to take a piece of it, yeah.
He's a piece of shit. Now, I don't say that about all kids, just most of them, right? So this is Ariel Geller. Also, I mean, you named your kid Ariel. He was always going to fucking smash up ancient pots, wasn't he? He's in Israel, right? And he's in this museum where there's... don't get me wrong, the museum, they knew what they were doing here. This is so you could get up close with the artifacts right here. There was no like glass partitions or anything like that. You could just go and have a look, right? You could get right up there. Now, this is a jar which is like 3,500 years old. It's from between 220 and 1500 BC. And is very rare because it was actually wholly intact. And this kid fucking pushes it over. Oh. And that's one thing.
Shut up,
isn't
Sam.
it? Right?
What the hell, man?
Don't laugh!
Get off the bus!
Yeah, so someone come in and start pissing on the tomb of the unknown soldier, mate. Everyone would be quite rightly pissed off with that. This is the same thing, except with, a shit ton more years on it, right? It's disrespectful. You've broken a massive piece of history right here. And if that isn't enough, your kid does that, right? What are you going to do? You're going to lay low for a little bit, maybe not go back to a museum for a couple of years. But no, a couple of days later, they bring the kid back to the fucking museum. Let the carnage continue.
If I'd done that as a kid, I would not be able to still walk a couple of days after the fact,
My God, yeah, I would be able to fit in one of those jars for what me fucking mum would have done to me after that. Jesus Christ. It's just, kids are obnoxious. This one more so. Actually, it's the parents right here. Let's not blame the kid, it's the parents, isn't it? Why weren't you controlling your kid? And why did you think it was a good idea to fucking bring him back?
Yeah, rein that kid in, goddammit.
Rein the kid! Don't touch the reins! How a British billionaire posthumously roasted the art gallery before he funded. That he funded, sorry. First off, for years I was saying posthumously.
Posthumously, yeah.
Yeah. It turns out humus doesn't mean after someone's told a joke. Posthumous, no, posthumously. Dude,
it's got nothing to do with the chickpea spread.
No, it does not.
Oh, wow.
If we didn't have an awful pun before, we do now.
We're good. We're good. This is the man. This is Lord Sainsbury of the Sainsbury's estate, right? And so there was these pillars that did not need to be there in one of these big rooms, right? They just put the pillars in to make it look good. And he went, I fucking hate these pillars. And this is my fucking wing of the museum. Why are you putting it in? They went, mate, it's happening. Just deal with it, right? So he left a little note inside one of the pillars, right? As they would demolish it, right? No, it's amazing because they recently got rid of the pillars, right? So they come in, they got that dun dun dun, dun sledgehammer, take out the pillar. They're not supporting anything. They're there just for show, right? And there's a note in there saying, if you found this note, you must be engaged in demolishing one of the false columns that have been placed in the foyer of the Sainsbury wing of the National Gallery. I believe that the false columns are a mistake of the architect and that we would live to regret our accepting this detail of his design. Let it be known that one of the donors of this building is absolutely delighted that your generation has decided to dispense with the unnecessary columns.
Priceless.
Fucking power move from beyond the grave. That is incredible. I mean, Jesus, fuck it. Yeah, Lord Sainsbury, I salute you, good sir. That is fucking brilliant. Chaos in M6 as drivers abandon cars to play football during traffic jam. The police are pissed off.
That is the most English thing I
fucking
think I've
right.
ever heard.
People just get out of this. Someone's got a football. Brilliant. Kick it over here. Just have a little kick around. What else are you meant to do? But police were, they said, Lancashire police were left stunned on Saturday when drivers on the M6 abandoned their vehicles to play football and head to a nearby service station. They actually, fuck this, I'm going to leave my car and go for a cup of tea. Fucking amazing work. Lord Sainsbury and these people right here, you're the best of British, guys. Don't ever let anyone change you. Go smoke in a pub garden, see if they can fucking stop you. Police looking for serial porch pooper after man seen pooping on same porch multiple times. It's difficult for me to go through the news and not bring up anything to do with someone pooing on someone else's property, guys. I've noticed the pattern. I'm sure you have as well. Yeah, they're looking for him. They know what he looks like, obviously, right here. It's the only guy wandering around with a big black square instead of legs. But the homeowner said, I went out to my front porch that morning and decided I noticed what I thought was cat poop. Not only did he defecate, but also urinated on our welcome mat. He says, I have no... The Home Editor says he has no idea who the man is or why his porch specifically is being targeted. He was quoted as saying, "I have no idea. We're good neighbours. We keep ourselves to ourselves. We behave ourselves. I can't imagine anyone would want to do this kind of retribution." What I'm getting from this is you've pissed someone off, mate, haven't you?
The phantom porch pooper of old Lancashire.
Right,
Lancashire
it's
County.
like the Somerset Gimp is back, but in poo form.
Oh, guys, twice that fucking gimp has come up in the same stream. It was mentioned in chat, and I refuse to fucking acknowledge it. And now here you are bringing it up again. The fucking gimp is not funny, man.
The Gimp is hilarious. Because they caught him, and he's actually banned from writhing on the ground. Like, it's just amazing.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It's amazing. So but look, what? No one goes and just shits on your porch multiple times unless you've done something wrong, guys. All right, come on.
Well, I don't know. I've been throwing bottles in the same guy's backyard for years, and I don't even know who he is.
It's because he's a prick, I'm sure, right?
Well, I'd like to think so, but I actually have no idea.
No. It's going to come up in the news or something like that one day, or like the police will come around and raid his house, and he's got like, a load of fucking C4 and fucking, some questionable reading materials, and you're going to be like, I always knew he was a wrong 'un. That's why I kept throwing bottles in his garden.
One time I'm going to throw an empty liquor bottle back there, and I'm going to hear it smash on glass. That yep, they're actually piling up back there.
You just hit another bottle.
Yeah,
It turns out
exactly.
Now back to local news.
Died 8 years ago and just no one knew.
And now back to local news. An otter has been arrested for throwing empty liquor bottles onto his neighbor's yard.
Yeah, well, there's a
Unrelated
reason
news. Local
Far
neighbor
does a Christmas
found with
otter
glass
every year,
embedded in
which
his
I
skull.
Far does a Christmas otter every year, a Christmas otter shirt and stickers and shit. And 2 years ago was the otter, and he had dressed as Santa Claus, and he had a bag full of empty liquor bottles going shh, and it looked like Santa was coming to give you liquor, but if you actually knew the story, it was me going to throw bottles into a guy's yard.
It's just the Santa that visits one house in a night.
The gimp is funny. No, David Graham, the gimp is not
The Gimp
funny.
is funny. David Graham, you're completely correct. The Gimp is hilarious.
He would just stand there menacingly. Actually,
Yeah,
though.
he just did. It was great. I mean, look, Britain's got a lot of reasons to be famous, mate, but Somerset Gimp is top 10. Come on. Now, this is something that I mentioned a couple of years ago. I said, since, getting back on the dating scene and everything, why is it all of a sudden women were like, choke me daddy? Now, that was, when I first started my sexual career, and it was a career, this never happened. And then, a series of relationships, and I found myself single, and I started going around, and I started spreading it on, God bless me, Sam, right? And this is when I discovered that choking had not just become a thing, but was also quite prevalent. Pretty much 9 out of 10 girls that I had sex with are like, oh, I like it when I get choked during sex. And I went, this is new. And everyone's going, what are you on about?
Yeah, the fucking slags you and hanging out with, they were new. It's true, because
absolute
that's
trollops.
Yeah, I would not broadcast that to the women in the world at large.
Hey, I got mine. But it turns out now there's a study has gone into it that it turns out, yes, actually, this did just fucking come out of nowhere. Thank you, The Guardian. Also, yeah, right. Also, thank you for this wonderful picture as well, The Guardian. What the hell is that about? Jesus Christ. So yes,
Where
erotic.
did you get a picture of my parents fighting from?
I don't know, but you got to appreciate that a lot of it is just one line as well. You got to enjoy that. They say erotic asphyxiation has become mainstream among under 35s. How did we get here? How did we get here? I'm going. Thank you. Fucking finally, someone is actually, don't call it confirmation bias or anything like this, because people have been denying this, what I've been saying all this time. And now finally, I'll get one article. One. And this is all I need. Now, it says right here, if you think erotic asphyxiation, it's not an easy word to say, erotic asphyxiation, then you do think of 1997 and Michael Hutchence, who fucking died while choking himself, I believe, in a wardrobe. Well, he was jerking it, and he suffocated. And it's not the way that anyone wants to go. So now people are going, hey.
I think of David Kung Fu, but, whatever. Yeah, some celebrity choking out from.
There's someone called David Kung Fu?
What's his name? David
Carradine.
David Carradine, yeah, who was in Kung Fu, so I call him David Kung Fu.
There was a film called Kung Fu?
No, a TV series.
Mm-hmm. Of course. Right,
He
I mean-
wandered and got in adventures. He walked the land.
Yeah,
yeah.
he was in Big Stan as well.
He was also
Watch Big
in
Stan.
whatchamacallit, Tarantino's misbegotten Japanese ripoff of Akira Kurosawa's films, Kill Bill 1 and 2. He was in them. Because Tarantino has no original ideas, so he just put David Carradine in there because that guy was in a martial arts thing once.
That's basically what it is. Right, I'm putting it to a poll. Do you like being choked during the act? Yes and no, guys, and we'll come back to the poll. It's done.
This is you know what? If you want to talk about like sexually salacious material, fine, just say it. Like that's what I don't have a problem with it. But it's like, let's guise it up. This is a new prevalent thing. We're going to talk about what all the young folks are. Guardian, you're just trying to talk about sex shit because you're desperate to be fucking. Listen, social media is beating the hell out of us. Fucking porn sites and cam girls are beating the hell out of us. OnlyFans is fucking destroying us. And so, what are we going to do? Well, we're not going to maintain our dignity as a national newspaper. We're just going to talk about choking bitches. Great.
Hey, look, it confirms what I've been saying, and that's good enough for me. Let's move on. Top hats, ping pong balls, and cards. 3 Florida elections decided in bizarre ways, and it's all in the headline right there. There's 3 separate incidents of when votes were exactly the fucking same, and so they had to decide how to do it. There was Mount Dora, where they put names. Have you not seen Dora? She's amazing. I'd swipe. No, do you know? Never mind. Swipe right? I can't remember which direction it goes. It's been a while. For this one, it was 2,300 votes each. Like, bang, right on the money, right? So they went, well, what are we going to do? You have a recount, and then you have a manual recount, right? And then it came out the same thing at the same time, both times. So they were just, all right. So they pulled the name out of a hat. In Neptune Beach, they tossed a coin. Right, and in Bradenton Beach, they shuffled a deck of cards, and whoever pulled the highest one was the winner. Now, this is what that gets me as well, because Clark pulled a 10 of clubs, Chiron pulled an ace of clubs. But then I'd be going like, yeah, you didn't say ace was high, because it's politics, motherfucker. It's strange. This is how your leaders get decided. There's no fairer way of doing it, but also that doesn't seem that fair, does it?
Well, the alternative's to force a coalition government, and we all know how well that works.
Ah, God. Damn you, Nick Clegg. You've ruined it for everyone. Mystery is Russian spy whale found dead in NATO waters. This is one of them beluga whales, right? And he was... there was speculation about him being a spy for Russia, and now he's been found dead. But not pushed from a window, so I'm guessing... everything was happened naturally here,
Well, I mean, he could have been a legitimate spy as opposed to an enemy of Putin. It's usually enemies of Putin that feel the sudden effects of gravity.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, allergic to the ground coming at them very fast. Yeah. Beach warning after 6-foot hole dug up in Cornwall. This is amazing. Right, so
this is the work of men.
No, it was the work of children, but the parents did just stand by and watch them do it, because you're on the beach, you dig a fucking hole, right? And they managed to make this hole fucking 6 feet deep. Enough for the fucking beach ranger service to issue a warning saying, guys, be careful, there's a big old fucking hole in the beach. Yes, guys!
You see, Maggie, the children, they yearn for the mines.
That's amazing. They yearn for the mines. That's absolutely amazing. Of course, they never just sent someone in and said, maybe we should fill the hole in. No, let's warn the public. What are we going to do with all this excess sand? I know, let's dig another hole and use that to fill it in.
Wow, I mean, it was a fairly impressive hole. You can't just fill that in and be rude.
Dude, 6 feet, that is an incredible fucking beach hole. That is brilliant. Frankie Della says diggy diggy hole. Great, now that's in my fucking head. Thank you, Frankie. I love it. You go to the beach, you dig a hole, and then other people come over and they go, cool hole, man. And you're like, cheers. And they go, can I help? And you go, yeah. And that's how men make friends.
And women on OnlyFans.
Spoofer says, so the limit is 6 feet. Good to know. I mean, no, I think that is the current record, mate. We can do better. We can do better. Revealed! Enormous film set explosion that left terrified locals near London's O2 Arena fearing a bomb had gone off was caused by a convicted paedophile who blew up a BBC lorry in a warped stunt while filming stark naked by the side of the Thames. All right, here we go. Best headline of the year so far, guys.
Fucking hell, word count on that.
There's quite a lot going on, isn't there, Sam? Yeah, there's quite a lot going on. But the thing is, you don't actually need to go into the story here either, because, so there was a big explosion. Locals thought, hey, a bomb's gone off, right? But it wasn't. it was someone who had been convicted for paedophilia, who was filming Stark Naked by the side of the Thames for something like a TikTok.
Is the O2 Arena the Millennium Dome? Am I remembering that right?
I think it is now. Yes, I think it is now. But this is what the guy looks like as well. So, Jesus Christ,
yeah, it looks like a wrong one.
Wow.
It's like hair like an ice gem. For Christ's sake, what is wrong with you? I'm digging that fucking sweater though.
What? Yeah. What the fuck? Wine Mom from 1982 gave him that. What the hell?
I am so into that.
I am delighted by that sweater. That is hilarious.
I mean, I would wear it ironically, you know.
Wow.
That's what happened. House of the Dragon
That's
Star.
sweater that you get. Sorry.
Go on. Go on.
I was gonna say that's the sweater that you wear for like a week or so to give to your girlfriend. You know. So that she's got one of your sweaters to wear.
So it smells like you've stretched it out a bit, and then you put that on top of your other sweaters, so she'll take that one and not the ones that you actually want to wear. Yeah, good thinking. Great thinking. However, in the case of this guy, his girlfriend is probably 9 years old. House of the Dragon star Matt Smith bemoans policing of stories through trigger warnings. Now, it's not often you'll find me agreeing with Matt Smith because, to be honest, I don't think he's a very good actor. I don't think he even looks very much like a person. I think he's... and now he is great in House of the Dragon, but I just stop casting him as a human being. He looks more AI-generated than fucking AI-generated pictures do. But he's getting fucking annoyed, and quite rightly, saying trigger warnings are basically spoilers, aren't they?
Pretty much.
Yeah, in a way.
Pretty
It's I would have personally appreciated a trigger warning that there was going to be incestuous anal rape on that one episode of fucking Game of Thrones I watched. I mean, that was a fucking shock, but you know.
Yeah. I would actually liked the warning that Matt Smith was going to be a House of the Dragon. That would have been very useful for me as well. But you can't always get what you want, but sometimes you get what you need. He's correct. Now guys, the table's turning a little bit here. Harley Davidson has said they're not doing DEI anymore. Fucking good old John Deere, the tractor manufacturers, has said no, we're not doing that anymore. Matt Smith is coming out and saying trigger warnings are fucking stupid. Is the pendulum finally swinging back? Don't get me wrong, because the pendulum always... physics-wise, it doesn't swing further, but politically, it does swing further. It get more and more extreme. But before that happens, we will actually have a little bit of equilibrium where everything's just fine again. And I'm really looking forward to that time, Polly.
Yeah, I mean, trigger warnings change. I mean, I don't know. You remember growing up. They were there for a long time. It's like the following show contains elements that are like, you know, of coarse language, violence, and whatever the fuck. And you're just flipping channels and your kid sitting beside you who's like, I don't know, 5. And it's like, is there anything so wrong with that? No. But when it starts delving into like everyone's little fucking problem of there's untoward, anachronistic throwback depictions of traditionally marginalized communities. Oh, fucking blow me. Gives a fuck.
I agree.
Those are in front of cartoons, for God's sake. Cartoons!
I liked at the beginning of watched Game of Thrones every Sunday with my housemate. And at the beginning, right, it would go, the following program contains scenes of a sexual nature, heavy violence, and, I don't know, drug use. And we both look at each other and go, I like all of those things! And that's
time to cheer. Yeah.
That's what we do all of the time now. Whenever it says, you know, like, oh, you get a trigger warning, or you know, this contains scenes of mild peril. I like those things. That's just what we do now. Thank you, Matt Smith.
Card on the go.
Oh, you totally could, yeah. Thank you, Matt Smith. Finally, someone out there speaking sense, and I hope more people, will not fall in line, but get the balls to say, do you know what? Yeah, I'm fucking sick of it as well. Now, this AAA meeting number 522, that is the 4th in a row, as hosted by your favourite Drunken Uncle, me, Drunken Uncle, is brought to you by the tagline, The Reunion Tour. Now, Sam, you may know about this already. When I say The Reunion Tour, what am I thinking of? What am I referring to?
I actually don't know.
It is, of course, the band Oasis, which are getting back. They split up a couple of years ago. They went off, did their own things. Liam Gallagher and his band Beady Little Eye, and Noel Gallagher with his band High Flying Birds. Both very good, but the thing is, it's not the Gallagher brothers. Now they're getting back together for a tour, and people are going fucking mental over it.
They're definitely getting back together for a tour.
Yeah, okay, right, there you go. Yeah. Oh, fuck off! They didn't say maybe, you asshole. Jesus Christ. But so tickets are going, I think, £150 each. And people are buying them and reselling them for a lot fucking more because this is Oasis getting back together. This hasn't been seen since fucking Peter Kay said, do you know what? I'm going to do another stand-up tour. And he retired from comedy yonks ago, mate. So that was a big thing as well. That was sold out about a fucking year before it even happened. Now, with this, my God. But you've got to be careful, guys, right? Urgent Oasis tickets warning to fans buying them online after huge demand. Why? I'll tell you why. Because, here we go, £180 each on this, right? You seeing it? £180, if I give it a little click. Yeah. £180 plus £2.70 postage, not bad for Oasis. But what does it say in the terms and conditions? These are not actual tickets. What you will be buying are Oasis bottle wrappers. What you're actually paying for right here is one of these for £180.
Cheeky bastards.
I believe the saying is, a fool and his money are soon parted. Always read the terms and conditions, and you may now consider yourself used. The actual fucking audacity of that
scummy.
That is so scummy. But I love it. Oh my God. I mean, I've seen these things before when buying online and there'll be a picture of a Rolex and they'll be like, for £30, you can get this. And so people do it. And what do they get? They get sent a photo of a fucking Rolex.
Yeah.
It's just genius.
God.
Right.
So what, are there still any bridges left for sale?
Right, someone owns all of the bridges, and they're really, really happy about selling them on. I've got to have a week, and you guys talk amongst yourself. And when I come back, we'll have a game.
Can Sam and I come with something to talk about? Maybe. I don't know.
I've had enough of maybes now.
I might be able to find a thing or two.
Oh, right.
You know what's pissing me off lately, Sam? You know what grinds my gears?
Tell me, what grinds your gears?
Russian torrent sites.
Oh, right.
Now, it's a little bit of a fight to find the torrents that I'm looking for. So you go over to Ruski, because it's, the land that we couldn't give a fuck about copyright,
Right.
These are perfectly legitimate online sources, I assure you. But the problem is that, of course, the sites, as one might expect, are all in Russian. Okay, my browser translators, be it Chromium-based, Mozilla Firefox, whether it be Firefox, Waterfox, any forks thereof, their translators just suck balls, man. Reading the English translations, I mean, this is a comedy bit we could use for a noir bar. Just trying to understand what do you think the person who was originally writing meant with this really soppy English translation. Like, it just, like, I feel strongly the hand of this album is left. And it's like, what? Like, we actually read that. What do you think they meant?
I'll tell you what, Polly, that's your next AAA game, is you got to guess the movie from the Russian translation.
From the Russian description, yeah.
What the hell were they talking about? And people say, like, the sound of this album is very, like, this, people criticizing the rip of various CDs into, like, using exact audio coder, like EAC codings into FLAC files, because I'm a big bug for FLAC files, because I love FLAC. I
get a lot of it though, don't you?
No, hey man, I like lossless and I hate Wave because it's, massive, and Microsoft really lost out on the lossless yet compressed files format. Still thinking everyone wants to use Wave. It's not true. Yandex translators are better for those that are Russian. Yeah, that's probably true. I just don't want to run it's going through a torrent site that automatically detects. You don't want to deal with magnet links through Yandex because half the time it won't pick up all of the announcements of the torrent bit. It gets a little nerdy and complicated. And plus, all this is going through 2 VPNs because, like, man, I'm downloading a torrent from Russia. Wait, you think I'm doing this on open fucking source? Are you crazy?
Yeah.
No, man. I'm like hiding behind 3 different fucking firewalls and shit.
Hell yeah. Well, let's take a look at the bingo card real quick.
Right.
Alan donated $10 will give us a line, and a fucking massive donation will give us a line. We've not had. Has anyone said anything racist? Sinatra's not here, so I guess not.
I mean, kind of.
I'm not having.
And I did
kind
also.
of.
Like what?
I did also.
Oh, hang on, no.
About the 19th Amendment.
Oh
yeah,
wait,
okay,
somebody
right,
said like a
that's-
black father right at the beginning. That was
Yeah,
racist as
that
hell. Yeah.
was you who said that. That wasn't somebody.
No,
that
it was
you.
somebody in chat who said, it was somebody who donated to me who said that, and I wasn't objecting. Don't get me wrong. But yeah,
And there
I
was
leaned
also
into it, it's true.
I thought that the Asian woman who grabbed the reins of the horse were the same person. It was actually two separate Asian women. So all right, we've still got that going for us as well, guys. Some things I guess never change. That's what's up on the bingo card right now. But let's play a game which I'm sharing with you guys right now. Let's play Who the Tard, the Bitter Edition. Now, if you remember the Bitter Edition, this is you got to guess who the tard by bringing us opening up a square each time. But there's not lemons under there for the bonus round. There's limes under there. The bitter taste of a green lime, which will give you a penalty. Actually, miss a go, or even lose a point. So I'm going to flip. Where's my fucking? Oh god, it's behind my computer. All right, I'm gonna flip the Drunken Uncle button. And Sam, you're the boy tonight. Is it Drunken Uncle or is it blank?
Oh. I'm gonna go with Drunken Uncle.
Okay, it's blank, which means Polly, would you like to go first or second?
Second.
He's going second because he's played this game before. He knows how it fucking works. Right, we got 5
And I'm
tards to
tired of
guess from-
losing. All the time losing.
Today's your day, man. I can feel it in my balls. Right, okay, let's play Who the Tard, brought to us today by Heinz Spaghetti Carbonara, pasta and a creamy sauce with pancetta.
Oh God.
Yeah, it was on Friday.
Did they actually make that, or is that?
They
some
did,
fucking-
yeah. That was part of the news
Oh.
on Friday. People are going, you should save this for Monday because that'll drive Sinatra crazy. So I did, and he ain't here again. So right, so from now on, this is just going to be something that we mention, and he will just not understand. Right? So the Freedom Frog, right there, Mr. Sam.
That's
Pick
me.
yourself a square, sir.
Ooh. I feel like 5's my lucky number.
You're gonna five is your lucky number.
I think so.
It's just really weird that 5's your lucky number. But okay, Sam, who the tard?
Jesus.
Not so lucky anymore, sir.
A
Not
man
so
with
lucky.
strong shoulders.
Oh yeah, that's some broad shoulder. It could be a woman.
Nigel Farage.
It is not Nigel Farage. Polly.
Think of- what? I mean, if I pick two, like it doesn't even seem like his head would be there if that is indeed his right shoulder. I don't know. Fuck it, two. I guess. Let's see.
But
let's
you
see.
don't even know that could be someone in the background.
That's true. That's true.
Polly,
Yeah.
who the tard? Oh, hang on. Who the tard? Ah, see, it was someone else.
That is Barbra Streisand.
It is not Barbra Streisand. Sam.
Damn it.
Number 7.
Number 7 for Sam. Sam. Who the tard?
Oh, God. I recognize her face, but I cannot.
He's
cannot
just
remember her
understood
name.
the game.
Damn it.
Are you going to give an answer? You're going to pass.
I'm going to have to pass that one.
You're gonna-
I know the face, but I can't remember the name.
Polly.
6.
Number 6 for Polly. He's a good square to have.
I'm gonna get a bitter lime.
I couldn't possibly say, sir. Polydub. Who the tard?
I don't know who that is. Is that one of them fucking Olsen bitches?
I mean, I couldn't possibly say.
Is that Miss Olsen?
Thing is, there are 2 of them.
Well, I went broad.
Well, 3.
There are 3.
Yeah, there's
there are 3.
Yeah. The
But,
MCU broad.
It is not
That's,
that's Elizabeth Olsen. It is not Elizabeth Olsen, aka the MCU Broad.
Right.
She went through all of that out of the shadow of her twin sisters, just to be referred to as the MCU Broad. Sam, pick a square.
I mean, it's a little what's at this point, because like I say, I recognize the face, cannot summon the name. Number 10.
Mhm. Number 10. Oh, God. I remember the face, but I can't recall the name. Sam, who the tard?
Nah, I've got to pass.
It's got to pass again, Polly.
I don't know who that is, man. I don't know. Like fucking 16. Fuck difference does it make?
I think we're just playing here for whoever gets the lime first.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh well,
Right.
that sews it up. That's fucking.
Well, I can actually see the shoulder of her twin sister next to her. There's two of them. There's Mary Kate Olsen and there's Ashley Olsen.
Are you trying to say that that's Mary Kate Olsen? That's my guess. That's Mary Kate Olsen.
Well, I'm gonna have to go with Ashley then, aren't I?
It is actually. It's Mary Kate Olsen. I mean, at least that's what Google told me. I wouldn't know. To me, it could be either of them.
Do you mean I was right? It was one of the Olsen bitches? I had it dead on from the beginning.
No, because you said, but yeah, all right. I wouldn't say that's dead on.
You
said it's one of the Olsen bitches, right? Only two of which are identical.
Close enough. Man, she looks like a victim of bad plastic surgery.
I mean, she's like as old as you now. I still would.
Yeah, but I'm a man. I age well.
It's true, yeah. When men age, it's adorable. That is 1 point.
I'm just kidding. There's lots of women who age well. She's just apparently not one of them.
Her sister looks fine though. Not the twin sister, obviously, but no, they all look great. They all look great. Right, let's look. Right, number two, round two, and it was Polly who got the point. So Sam, you get to pick first.
Get
11.
11. That 11 right there. Sam, who'd have thought? Oh! It doesn't matter. There's nothing behind.
Oh yeah,
that.
that was real fucking helpful.
I mean, yeah, look, you could give it a guess, look, but you can't.
Well, I'm
because-
sorry I couldn't be of greater assistance there, Polly, with my misturn.
Polly, pick yourself a square, good sir.
Let's go 6.
Number 6 for Polly Dubenstein. Polly, who'd have thought?
Nothing changed.
Yeah, it did.
Oh wait,
I did now.
Is that Doc Brown?
It is not Doc Brown.
Cri-
but I like your thinking.
Christopher, not Plummer. Christopher Brown. Christopher Lloyd. Thank you, Eric.
Christopher Brown. It is not Christopher. It's neither of those. No, it's neither of those.
Okay.
Sam, pick yourself a square.
Well, don't I have to miss a 10?
You already have.
Or was
you
that?
You can
okay.
guess.
Number 10.
Number 10, Downing Street for Mr. Sam. Sam, who'd have thought?
The fuck?
Oh God.
That's right. It's Mary Kate Olsen.
Yeah, the one twin really went downhill compared to the other.
Yeah,
You
right.
thought she was bad.
She's
from
just
that, I don't think I
stealing all the
recognised
life
before.
force from her sister. It's like Dorian Gray. Wait, was it Dorian Gray or Dorian Brown?
No,
It was Dorian
Christopher
Gray.
Brown.
Charlie Brown?
Christopher Brown.
Good grief. Sam!
I feel like I should know this guy, but
You
I
should.
Can't place it. Cannot place it from this much.
So you're passing?
No, I'm gonna pass.
He's passing. Polly.
I know who that is now. 14.
Number 14. You do know who it is.
I'm trying to avoid citrus.
Yeah, well, I mean, the citrus is not trying to avoid you. Polly, who'd have thought?
That's former mayor Jerry Springer.
It's former mayor of Cincinnati and game show host. Not game show host. Shit show host.
Well,
the late and great Jerry Springer. Right, that is another point.
I mean, it
for
wasn't
Polly.
Chad
show,
guessed
yeah.
that?
He's
Oh,
doing
Chad.
well.
Chad.
Oh,
had it for a
Chad,
while after
ages
that
ago.
shit.
Yeah, but fucking, you ain't playing chat. Get a job.
No, I've got
Number
chat
3.
minimized so I don't fucking cheat.
I
I'd
appreciate
half-blind
that.
It was Noam Chomsky.
I think Jesus Christ. I think the reason that's why you never win the games, Polly, is because Sinatra cheats and you don't.
He just has chat up the whole
Of
time? Is
course
that what's
he
going
fucking
on? The
does.
motherfucker?
Never
What the-
trust that man. Never trust him. That's why I had the fucking tinned carbonara sauce. I was hoping to distract him. Right, so Sam, you get to pick again.
Oh, let's go with 15.
Number 15 for the Frenchie. Sam, who'd have thought?
Somebody in fucking Clapton Irons? What's going on there?
Oh God, what was his name? The guy that played Bane in the one Batman movie, Tom.
Holland?
No. Tom Hardy.
It is
Tom
not
Hardy?
Tom, it's
Yes, Tom
not
Hardy,
Tom
yeah.
Hardy. And
I
it's
just
not,
need a dick. Yeah,
It's amazingly like you picked both fucking Venom and Spider-Man right there. No, it is not Tom Hardy and it's not Tom Holland. Polly.
Fuck. I don't know. 10. I can't make any sense what I'm looking at there.
It's just numbers. It's just numbers. Polly.
No, the image behind 15.
Who'd have
Vladimir Brzezinski?
No.
Oh shit!
I know. Oh, he's officially. I mean, I can see how you got there. That's the
Number
guy who
3,
invented
please.
bread. Number 3 for the Frenchman.
Right. Yeah.
Number 3. Sam. Who'd have thought? Oh! No, what do you know? He's turns are being missed. Not that it was going to be a massive amount of help, but turns are being missed. Polly.
No.
Pick a square.
What the fuck
What a
is
time
this
for
guy
my
wearing? Number
fucking,
7.
What
Number
time
7.
for my Norton antivirus to fucking update? Piss off. Number 7 for
Should
Polly
piss him
right
off
there.
anyway.
Polly Dub. Who'd have thought?
Yep. Oh, that's the fucking human train wreck.
Yes!
Mickey Rourke.
He wants his Boyd. It is indeed Mickey Rourke.
Fuck yeah! What the hell is he? Oh, this week's got the fucking
Iron Man 2, brother.
The whiplash. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want my
It's
Boyd.
Iron Man 2, man. Highly figured. I went to my bird.
want my bird.
Yeah. Fucking guy.
This is not my bird.
Jesus Christ. That film was awful, man. There's a reason I
It
ranked
was
it so
terrible.
low. Yeah, Iron Man 2 was the least of the offerings, man.
Awful. But that is another point for Polydub right there. On to round 4. And Sam, you get to pick again.
Let's go 11.
He's going 11. Sam, who'd have thought?
Blue tie, blue suit, white shirt.
A
Donald Trump.
Democrat? Yeah.
It is not Donald Trump. Polly.
7.
Number 7 for the Ottoman. Polly, who'd have thought? Oh, no! Oh, he loses a point.
That's brutal. That guy
Well,
looks
he
like he's biting a lime. Look at that face.
That face right there. What is the face of Hoomst?
Oh, I get to guess too.
You do, because you only lost a point. If you missed a turn, you wouldn't get a guess.
Is that it's not Brian Stelter. That man has a neck.
Nice.
I don't know. I have no idea who that is.
Okay. He said he doesn't know. Sam.
Number 6, please.
Number 6 for the Frenchman. Sam. Who'd have thought? Oh, no. Can you believe it? Turns are being missed. Which is Polly. You got to take a good look at his piece
Now
of
I
shit
know
right
who
here.
it is.
And
Yeah,
you
now-
also
now-
get to pick a square. And there's no. Well, I don't know if was there only 2 limes on the board? Are there more? We don't know.
4.
Pick a square.
4.
He's going for number 4. Good old safe number 4. Good old rock. Polydub. Who the tad?
Oh shit! Well, that changes my guess.
Yeah. Didn't know there was green in the background. Happens to all of
Kyle
us.
Rittenhouse.
It is not Kyle Rittenhouse. Sam.
You're kidding me. Him crying on the stand when he broke down the poor man. That's not
Yes, of
him.
course, yeah. Kyle Rittenhouse is the only
13?
person to ever cry in public.
Well, I've actually legitimately felt bad for him. That was a serious breakdown. That was,
Yeah.
That was bad. That was
Yeah,
bad.
agreed. Frenchie. Who the tad?
Gonna go for 13. Bloody hell.
I don't know who the hell that
what's
is
his-
then.
What's his name?
Great, he's getting it. He's getting
Not not David Hogg, the other young Democrat shill asshole guy. Something Sisson?
it. It is not something Sisson. Unfortunate name if it is. Polly.
Well, there better be a second. Okay. 10, I guess.
Number 10. You better hope there isn't a big old line under this that says, like, lose your anal virginity or something. Polly, who'd have thought?
Holy shit.
Oh.
Why is he clapping and crying? This guy-
Good question. And also,
he
why
sitting
has
in
he
the
got
cock
the
chair?
top of
What's
a
going
tin
on?
for a head?
No idea.
I'll tell you what, Sam, who'd have thought?
That is Tim Waltz's son.
I'll give it to you. Yeah, okay.
Gus.
It is Gus. Yeah, very good.
Yep,
Who at the DNC broke down into little autistic tears, shouting out, "That's my dad." Which I mean, I'd be crying if Tim was my dad as well. But that is a point for Sam. Good work. Wow. And it's number 5 right here. Polly, you get to go first. In a change of events. Number 10. Oh, for Christ's sake. Number 10 for Mr. Polly Dubbenstein. Polly. Who the ton? Oh!
Damn
it. Turns are being missed right there. Sam, you get to have a good look beneath the numbers right there, and you get to pick a square.
Number 6.
Number 6. He's going for number 6. Sam, who the Oh! No fucking way! 2 in a row. Jesus Christ. No guesses.
Damn it, and I know who it is as well.
He knows who it is, but he can't guess because he's missed a turn. Polly.
Number 7.
Number 7. Do you know who it is?
He's got to.
Well, yeah, that's J. Jonah Jameson Jr.
Okay, let's find out. Polly, who the Oh my God, I don't believe it! Unprecedented. You missed a turn as well. Sam, pick a square.
Number 16.
He's going number 16. Sam, who the Oh my God! I believe it! Jesus Christ, turns are being missed everywhere. Oh my God. Polly, pick a
Can I
square.
get some rigged in chat?
11?
Number 11 for Polly. Polly, who the Turns are being missed all round. Sam, pick a square.
Jackal, man.
13.
Number 13 for He's going for the corners. He's playing it safe. Sam, who the Oh my God! I don't. But this is incredible. This has never happened in Who the Tard before. Polly,
I'm calling my bookie.
Number 1.
You read the terms and conditions. You knew what this was. Polly, who the Oh my God! It keeps on. This is insane. Sam,
Citrus
pick a
attack.
square.
3 is the magic number, Drunkle.
That, according to the song, yes, it is. But is it for this game? Sam, who the Oh my God! This is insane.
There
Polly.
is one tile without.
But which tile is it? Pick a square, Polly. I'm spat
4.
all over my monitor. Polly, who the Oh no! This is, and we all know who it is as well. Sam, pick a square.
Number 9, please.
Number 9 for Sam. Who the Oh no! Polly.
12.
Number 12 for Oh God damn it. Number 12 for Polly. Polly Dub. Who the Tard?
I don't know the actor's name. It's J. Jonah Jameson Jr.
I'm gonna need the actor's name, I'm afraid.
I
Sir.
don't know the actor's name. I mean, that's my secret. I've been hiding this whole time. I don't know that guy's name.
I'm
I'm not gonna look it up either. What am I, Sinatra?
That's my secret, Tony. I never knew who played him. Is that a pass?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, legitimately, I mean, yeah, I know the actor from Oz, from 100 other little fucking things. He was in a New York or not SVU, whatever. One of them dick hole
It's
fucking nightmare
SVU. Fucking Law and Order SUV.
shows. Yeah.
I got Joshua Montgomery in the chat says, Drunkle, you did that on purpose. Of course I fucking did. I made the game, you retard. Of course I did it on purpose. Sam, pick a square.
Oh. I have a feeling I know what's about to happen here.
Do you?
15.
Number 15 for Sam. Sam, who the... Oh, this is insane. This is incredible. Polly, pick a square.
2.
It's the...
To the forehead.
It's number 2. Is
No,
the
fucking hell.
Is the forehead helping you there, Polly?
No,
Do you
yeah,
recognise the man now?
Sure.
Sam?
14.
14. Let's see. Sam. Who the Oh! No, I was only joking. It is actually there. Miss a turn. Polly, I'm going to say you picked now. Do you know what? I'm just going to... Sam, who is the fucking tard?
J.K. Simmons.
It is indeed J.K. Simmons.
Fuck,
And
when
it
you're playing
is-
with honest men, this game just goes on for a long time. You know that?
I appreciated that round. That was well set up.
Which
Friendly to
means,
you, Drunken Uncle.
thank you very much. So finally, someone who gets me, and you do. And that is our game of Who to Tard. The independent adjudicators are in. And while he was in the lead with 3 points, he ended up losing a point, which brings him down to 2, which brings him dead level with the Freedom Frog, also with 2. It's a dead heat.
Well done. Well done.
Amazing.
I enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed that too. Should we have a couple of questions before we get out of here?
Indeed.
Indeed we shall. People in the chat, if you have any questions for myself, the Freedom Frog, or Polydub, whack them in the chat and we may bestow our attention upon you. Let's just go ahead and check that bingo card again real quick. We're close to a line, but not close enough, ladies and gentlemen, and we've only got the questions section to go. Has anyone got eyes on Alan? Has anyone seen Alan? Jesus Christ. Thomas S says, best
Alan?
casting ever.
Alan?
I mean, God, yeah. J.K. Simmons was Jonah Jameson, mate. Fucking fantastic. What was that, Sam?
Oh, I was just going, Alan? No,
Alan!
wait, that's Steve.
No, Steve. Fucking hell. Fine. See, you get me. We've got
See, that's ancient history, though, that one is now.
Yeah,
right?
but it's way up there, though, isn't it? Like, everyone knows
These bloody
that.
Gen
Jesus Christ.
Alphas, Drunkle, they'll never get it.
No, and nor should they. That's our humour, and so it shall stay. Polly, you didn't do a noir bar over the weekend. You got designs on one this week?
Absolutely, we do. Friday, there will definitely be one. It'll be fun. We'll have all the shit piled up that we didn't do. Yeah, absolutely.
Piling up that shit. Sam, Mr. Frog.
Yes.
Yeah, anything that you want to advertise out there, my friend?
Oh, just the usual. Obviously, I'll be on Noir Bar with Polly and Far this coming Friday evening or Saturday morning in my time zone. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays, check out my channel for some video game stuff. Yeah, be the Elden Ring on Thursday with Eve and Zelthor.
Yeah, do you know what will be really helpful, though, is what's your fucking channel, you foreigner?
It is the Freedom Frog.
It's
And
called
I
Freedom
will
Frog?
Say something in chat. There we
'Cause
go,
you can
that's
now.
me. You can find my channel from there.
Because he can do it now. He has a wrench, and he's allowed.
Mm-hmm.
For the time being.
Where are we?
That's the Freedom Frog on YouTube right there, guys. That is the Freedom Frog. Is written blue
There's a
in
direct
between Shryfell and Mike Savage right there. Going, or you just take that link and go ahead, give him a follow because he's a long-standing friend of the show, and do you know what? Just a really good guy.
Absolutely.
You too, Colin.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
We've got Cannibalistic Wizard says, do you recognise the trigger warning in the ketamine water? Jesus Christ. I do not recognise the trigger warning in the ketamine water. Shadowcat says, I know his voice and face has so many roles, but the actual name, it slips my mind. Dude, I lost my shit. Spoilers. At the end of Spider-Man Far From Home.
No Way Home?
No Way Home was the third one. Far From Home. He comes back and it's been revealed.
Far From Good. Yeah.
No, I enjoyed it. But then fucking J. Jonah Jameson, played by J.K. Simmons, comes up, and I was in the cinema, and me and my friends lost our shit. Like, oh my god,
No.
he's back.
When you don't know it and no one spoils it for you, it's so fun to see shit like that in theater. I 100% understand. It's like when I went and saw John Wick, and I had no idea that Lawrence Fishburne was in it, and then all of a sudden the scene cuts, and it's a cut to Lawrence Fishburne, and he's laughing his ass off, and I'm like, wait, he's in this! Like, it was a great moment. Yeah,
Excellent. Brian Morissette says, can you name a car, a song, and a fish in one word?
A car, a song, and a...
Car, a song, and a fish.
I'm just thinking, what fish do I know? That's a good question, by the way, Brian Morissette.
Stingray? Not a fish, technically, but...
It's an aquatic.
Oh, see, go fuck yourself and me. We had the same idea. Stingray.
Yeah.
We went
Barracuda.
up there. Barracuda, yeah.
Is that a car?
I believe so.
Really?
People used to name cars really cool things, so I could see it.
I like that.
Yeah.
I
A
mean,
Plymouth
Mort is also
Barracuda,
saying
that's what I'm thinking of.
Oh,
No, there's
yeah.
Mort with the Barracuda. Mort knows. He's a broad, informed person.
Man, I want to see that fucking parrot singing that bit. It'd be amazing at that.
Those
I
are
think,
some
yeah,
of my favorite questions from chat. The brain teasers and it's like, quick, these 4 albums in your preference and such like that. Love those questions.
That was a great question from Brian Morissette right
Absolutely.
there, who also says Barracuda as well. So it looks like points all round, and that is a point to Polydub for the game. It's 3 for 2. Polly, you win.
What do you mean? Sam's the one who got it. What do you mean? Sam got
Shut
it.
up. I'm trying to give you a win, man. What the fuck? Well, that is it then, guys. This show is over. But if you find yourself with an itch that only a AAA meeting can scratch, then don't go letting your kids smash up ancient artifacts just yet. We're going to be back on Wednesday on the Polydub channel at 10:30pm GMT, 5:30pm AST, 4:30 Central, and 5:30 on Christmas Island with news and banter that will make you literally die. Tomorrow, you can find me over on twitch.tv/drunkleplays for some epic gameage. It is, of course, Technology Tuesday, where we continue our campaign on Fallout 4. Then, of course, we have the Weeb Wednesday, where we continue playing Ghost of Tsushima. Five Finger Friday, that is, I mean, after I've not got any work lined up this week, so it's looking good. Five Finger Friday, where we're playing Thief Simulator 2, and Slapformer Saturday, where we're continuing with Untitled Goose Game. And Christ, is that game fucking... I spent a lot of time shouting. That's why my monitor's covered in spit. I spent a lot of time fucking calling this old woman a whore and making fun of her dead husband. She couldn't hear me. It's absolutely fine. Let's go ahead and finish the poll real quick. And the answers are in. Do you like being choked during the act? It is... 18% say yes, but hell no with 81%. So it looks like we've got a bunch of fucking well-adjusted human beings here in the
Well,
chat.
as was pointed out in chat, keep in mind, like the majority of our fucking viewership is men, and they don't like to be choked in sex. Good.
Or generally.
Yeah.
I'm trying there. I'm going. I can't breathe. She finds it funny. It's it's bad times all round. And then someone takes a knee on my neck. Right, guys, if it's way past your bedtime, then thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you to my esteemed co-hosts for this evening, the Freedom Frog and Polydub. Thank you for all the generous donations from the best goddamn chat online. And don't spend 180 quid on a bottle of Oasis.